And we do the thing. Hey.
It's live.
We're live?
Oh, it's live.
Hello. Knock, knock, knock. It is your favorite autonomous doges with swords on our heads, fighting with lightsabers.
We're here to sell you Jesus.
Don't get my ideas,
kind of like
dude.
Roombas, but with vibroblades.
Ah, man, we're going to have door-to-door salesmen with, like, the autonomous dog things. Where they
Yeah,
like,
that they try to, like, break into your house.
oh, yeah, they don't take those for an answer, dude. You see, like, the here's Johnny axe, but it's the arm through the door. And it's like, come on, man, just let me in for a minute.
Yeah, there's, like, a fucking projector that's, like, making holes in your walls and just showing you ads through it. Yeah.
But I want to see what one of those things can do, like turn to 11. Like, I want to be scared. I want to see a running start and one of them, like, cannonball through a window and, like, land perfectly. Then help me do the dishes. You know, regular hunter-killer type stuff.
I mean, it'll do the dishes with your blood.
I mean, you know, as long as it cleans up after itself. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're getting ready. Are you going to join us for an evening of Linux and gaming banter? I hope so. Because if you don't,
Possibly.
well, I mean, there'll be like three and a half minutes. I'll be inconsolable.
Yes, get yourself a drink. It's going to be a while.
Twitch.
I should have done that. I'm super parched.
I'm moderately hydrated. As hydrated as I feel like getting. You don't want to get too hydrated because then your stomach gets all like sloshy.
Then you need to pee a lot.
Well, even if you get like the sloshy stomach thing, that is the worst feeling. That my little causes me to like just go lay down. I'm like, all right, absorb this shit, damn it. We're just wrapping up the pre super shows and where we were talking about sword wielding autonomous robot dogs. Go back and listen to that if you get a chance. It's educational.
It's the less popular sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it's worth checking out.
We're getting that last Ronin though. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping they were going to turn that into a game. Like, a God of War style game with, like, Last Ronin would be pretty sick.
Right. Was that like a shock with the comic book crowd to find out? Because I remember when a friend of mine told me, because he was like, oh yeah, you know about the Ninja Turtles. I'm like, from the cartoon as a kid. And they hit me with this and they're like, okay, but there's one turtle left. Who do you think it's going to be? And I was like, oh, obviously. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, that's the obvious fucking choice, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Like, who else could it have been? Like, possibly Leonardo?
Maybe Donatello. Donatello doing the heel turn might have been something, right? Because, like, he was always, like, the smart, nice guy. And what if he just, like, fucking turned into an evil bastard?
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious choice is Raphael.
Well, like that. Yeah.
Oh, no. So there was already a black suited Ninja Turtle who turned out to be Raphael. So they did that already. So.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's the obvious choice for me because it's like he's always the one that's butting heads with all of the others.
Right. And do you think he's going to be the last one to live? No.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's going to dick the others.
Listen, I'm behind whoever kills the most of those little miniature Mauser fuckers, dude.
I just would like to see which turtle is mine, and so I can like figure out where the hell I am on the screen.
No. With your turtle blindness.
They're all green.
Didn't they add like one of those that as an accessibility option to like?
Yeah. Yeah, they have the different palettes now because like people could not fucking see what. I mean, even when you're like playing as Splinter and Karai and Casey Jones and April, like you still can't fucking tell what's going on.
April's
Honestly,
is the one that's the most visible because bright yellow jumpsuit.
yeah.
But even that, you just know where your yellow speck is in the just absolute chaos of like weaponry. Like it's insanity. It's insanity. You just play that to have a good laugh at it. Nobody's like seriously doing 6 people runs, man.
That's not true at all. I'm sure they
Let
have
me
that.
believe my own fanfic.
There's some people who are way too good at that fucking game. Who have that,
I'd like to see like the competitive 6-player scene.
For anybody listening to the Discord, we'll be moving over to the live channel. Click.
Bye, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
Bye.
And then it will be North Ranger if he shows up. Oh, Mike's
Hello, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
Surprise. All right, what do we got tonight, man? Of course, as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about the new Dota Watch 3 that's coming out, the mystery game from Valve, which I had to go back and read some of the YouTube comments, because a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about something Valve-related, and somebody's like, oh, it's Citadel. Well, here, let me explain. I'll give you the insider knowledge about it. You see, it's going to be a VR game. And like, they went into this, and I was like, I really wanted to write them back this week. And like,
and?
Are you married to that idea still? Remote PlayStation networking, but the good kind. Then we got some bad PlayStation networking type stuff. A game from 2001 from the game development studio that likes to release shit from 2001. But, all right.
To be fair, their previous game came out in 1998.
There's been a very loud update for Left 4 Dead, and we're all wrong. Apparently, kids do nothing but game in VR. That's it.
Kids aren't watching Twitch. That's what I found was like pretty surprising about that.
Kids aren't watching. Yeah, Twitch is for old people.
Yeah, no, Twitch and Reddit are very clearly old people places.
Reddit for sure. Reddit for sure. That was that was the college kid crowd, and now it's the pissy adult crowd.
Yeah, it's YouTube is still the great unifier. Apparently,
YouTube is like YouTube's TV. That's like saying you watch shit on YouTube is like say I saw it on TV.
Yeah, I saw it on the news.
Yeah, and a frighteningly close second to that's TikTok these days.
For now,
isn't that getting banned or got banned or something like that?
I don't know. Like, somebody's just waiting on a payment, man.
Yeah, it's like they can continue to operate if they sell to an American company. But
okay, yeah, no. Biden signed the TikTok ban bill into law, and apparently TikTok is going to sue the United States government over that.
So nothing's going to get changed and be held up in court for a decade.
Yeah.
Got it. Understood.
Listen, the important thing is only the American corporations can steal all your data and sell it to the highest bidder.
Old.reddit.com is that's the only Reddit that exists.
Yes, that is the Reddit.
Old man Reddit.
I checked my primary Reddit account, which I have too, because I got one with just my name on it, so people know it's me instead of like ICLW. Ickle, that I've had for now 17 fucking years.
Is that? Does it stand for anything? Is it like
not that I'm telling you on this show?
Fair enough. All right.
Because it requires not because it's necessarily bad, but in order to get the joke,
there's some background.
Yeah, we really gotta I was like, sit down, grab some popcorn.
There's some context required for this. Okay.
But yes, for all intents and purposes, it has no meaning. It's like XKCD, effectively.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go. My account has been there for 12 years with no posts after I deleted my other account.
You madman.
He's a madman. A madman.
Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not like that. Let me see. Login. Reddit enhancement suite's also really good if you use the Reddits on a browser. Where's my trophies? Give me my oh, I'm logged into the wrong one. Other account.
Oh my god. Apparently there's an X-Men fighting game where you can play as Professor X.
What?
He's in a wheelchair.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I was expecting more cartoony graphics, not, early 2000s 3D.
Okay, so never mind. 15 year.
Oh man.
I thought it was 16. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That game.
The fucking backdash, man.
Boop, boop. There it is. Photographic evidence.
I don't know how celebrating the release of Winamp on Linux is a dirty deed, but you do you, Strider. Huh. You do you.
You gotta be struggling on Saturday evening if that's the best you can argue about. Come on, man.
Bring your game to the show, son. Do your dirty work no more.
Audacious. I mean, I use Audacious. Why do I use Audacious? Because it's one of the two options I have. Because that's the other one that supports Jack. 12-year peasant. No. Goddamn kid. Get off my Reddit. You youngins.
Am I logged on to Reddit in this box?
I'm not. I created that account for the sole purpose of not letting anyone take an account for it. That's it.
I did, I created a Reddit account like when Dig started to go downhill. I did it before Dig 4 came out.
Okay, 13-year-old club. All right.
13. Damn. We see. Yeah, kids. I mean, yes. Unfortunately, it depends on the subreddit. Reddit is not something.
Yeah, I came in originally for Rage Comics. Like, yeah. I created an account like pretty late into my Redditing.
Bacon the narwhal, man.
Yeah. When does the narwhal bacon, man? And the 2 a.m. chili.
Right, dude. Yeah. Like,
it was a moment in time. Yeah.
Reddit is definitely its own like set of fucking communities. That's why I can't really throw like, you know, you can say Twitter and kind of be accurate when you're talking about Twitter, like I saw Facebook, but like there's still some great shit on Reddit, and that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Every community is moderated and run
per subreddit,
right?
And then like sometimes subreddits get shitty, and the cool people move to a new subreddit, so you got to go find that one. And yeah, a lot of the times they get listed as private because it's like, yo, you know, we want to like have our cool discussions about shit. We don't need fucking assholes showing up and ruining our good times. And now it all gets sold to Microsoft. So.
As is tradition. Nature's healing, kids. Aw. I think Strider wrote that with his Microsoft tablet. He loves Microsoft. Pager's definitely allergic.
You brought up the big M.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't help himself, man. His body rejected it out of abject terror.
Mono.
Not get wrecked.
Not
no. I was gonna be like, no, like mononucleosis. The big M.
The big M, little M, or big M? Yeah. Do you mean that with a big M or a little M?
Of course you don't, Strider. You like all of the big corporations, as we've established.
I'm neutral. Like, trust me, I grew up on that Microsoft hatred as a Linux user in the 90s. Like, going through Polymer Combat, you know, like, Linux is a cancer. All that shit. Then I grew the fuck up. I'm like, it's goddamn operating system, people, which I use and I'm happy to support, but not the cult part.
There are a lot of very, very smart, talented, and cool people who work at Microsoft.
Yes.
Hi, Katana.
That are doing their best to do their jobs and are trying to keep shit going on. And I got nothing against those folks. I guess my issue is more with like Microsoft corporate, and also their software is terrible and I hate it. And every time I have to use it, it makes me sad. So
I just love like the Stockholm, like just the lock-in, because in that Microsoft knows it, that they're actively starting to publish like, you know, their house ads for their own fucking products, but into like Windows 11, something that you paid for, whether or not you realized it. You know, even if you wouldn't, you know, spend $100 to buy your own copy, or it came with a PC that you have, you paid for it. And I'm like, can you fucking imagine like buying a video game and a video game showing you ads for the wait a minute.
Hi Netflix. Hi Amazon Prime Video.
I hated Payday 2 when we threw chairs at it for the exact reason, yes. It's like 3 entries in that fucking main menu were about selling you shit.
Yo, motherfuckers want to see some ads? Hit pause in a Ubisoft game.
Go play Fortnite. That entire thing is just advertising you to you. Like, even when you were playing the game, the fact
the
that you just
characters
killed,
are ads.
yeah, that dude you just killed was an ad who was advertising Spider-Man to you or some shit, right? Like that asshole griefing you, he's also an ad.
Just an ad. Oh man. Yeah, I guess you might be kind of used to it. Like games, we just kind of I don't like it. I mean, I bitch about it. Not for like seeing like what we were talking about last week, not seeing like a Mountain Dew ad or some shit like that. But like I used Witcher for an example. You open or like Cybertruck, you open that up and you know, it's like, hey, come buy this DLC or check out our other game. And it's news about this other shit. I'm like, no, I just wanted to play the game. All right, do you want to hear a fucked up
indie games.
All right, yes. Speaking of indie games, man, I've been playing. Strider, what's the name of the game I've been playing? Something like 9 Years of Dark Shadows or some shit. I don't remember. I want to get it right. It was in the Metroidvania bundle.
Okay.
9 Years of Shadows.
Okay.
All right. That one. Okay. Here's how fucked up this game is on a technical level. I'm playing it. And I'm not like hypersensitive to input delay, but if there's enough to where I notice it, it's bad. It just is. And usually what's the culprit? VSync. And I'm like, yeah, VSync's on. All right. I'm sensitive enough to realize like VSync is a fucking problem. I go at it and I'm like, okay. And I set the frame rate. I'm like, all right, let's put it at like 100. No, it's like 120, 140, like whatever. Because it's a hipster pixel game. Easy to fucking run. Not a problem. And it's still fucking there. It's got a hitch at it. Like, and it's not 100%. It's like I'm hitting some every now and then. I'm like, what are I dialed it down to like 1080p? Still getting this hitch. Go to the fucking forums. This thing is internally fucking rendered at 50 hertz.
Ooh, pal.
Okay, well then.
To which I'm like, bullshit. That's somebody just making it up. Then the fucking developer forum, they're like, we've now been made aware of this issue. They've never fixed it, by the way. How do you fix it? Here's how you fix it. Multiples of fucking 50.
Yeah.
Lock the frame rate at 100. Perfect. I was like, that's a new one. That's a new one. Even in my advanced stage, I was like, I hadn't seen that before. Glad I knew enough about just that shit in general to be able to, it was reasonably easy to, you know, fix with a, I think I used Mango Odd to lock the frame rate at 100, but yeah. Otherwise a fun game, except it's got bitch bosses. They're too easy.
That's one of my complaints about Dread Delusion, because that's the game I've been playing. It's combat's way too easy, and the music, because people keep comparing that game to Morrowind, which is part of the reason why I even got it. But Morrowind had one of the all-time best soundtracks. It was like the video game symphony. What's it called? Play? I think it's just called Play. It starts, that symphony, whenever they go and do a concert somewhere, it starts with Nerevar Rising, which is the intro theme to Morrowind. So it's like fairly significant soundtrack. And the soundtrack in Dread Delusion is just boring. It's boring.
Straight up. It's like, what? Like, that first boss, I guess, like the first real boss you showed me a screenshot of, I got that motherfucker in the third go. I didn't have to look anything up. Second boss, I had to look something up because I wasn't sure where to shoot the motherfucker. Took another 2 shots at that. Killed that. I don't know what's up next, but that is not challenging. Neither one of those motherfuckers was challenging. Boring. Sitting around having to wait on them.
But then again, Strider said he couldn't beat the first boss of Returnal. And admittedly, the first time, it killed me because I didn't know what to expect. So when phase 2 started, I'm like, oh shit, what now? But yeah, I got it on the second go. And I got the second boss on the second go. And I got the third boss on the first try because that bitchy little final boss that they call it is way too easy.
I heard something about Returnal because I didn't play it. I heard that, like, yeah, the first boss is like definitely the big difficulty gate and is like not as bad as the other bosses. But
Yeah, the second boss, it just has very flashy moves because the arena on the first boss is really small. So you don't have to worry about anything. On the second boss, you're fighting atop a cliff, so you will dodge roll yourself to death. And the boss flies around and does stuff. It's like, oh shit, okay, right, okay. So yeah.
Yeah, on a scale of that wizard motherfucker from Hollow Knight.
See,
which I don't consider to be a difficult boss, but like on a scale of like anything I've encountered in that game compared to just that one, no.
It took me like 5 or 6 tries to kill the stupid wizard bug in Hollow Knight.
Like Hollow Knight filled me with a joy because it brought back just the good old make you fucking angry boss fights, man. Like it's just good, and you were not going to get good in fucking 10-15 minutes. Like that afternoon you might beat the motherfucker. Balatro.
The card gambling roguelike.
The poker roguelike, yes.
Ah, yes, that category. Let me go to the poker roguelike section over here on Steam.
No, it'll be Balatro and like 2 other clones, probably.
It's done in the Love engine. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, install Love. Love not found. Cannot install
Love not installed. Tell me about it.
What type of card games do you know? I know how to play most of the pokers. I know how to play blackjacks, and
at one point I knew how to play Crazy Eights. If like I could probably get back up to speed pretty.
At one point,
quickly.
I knew how to play Uno. Does that count?
I
still know how to play Uno. That's probably the one that I remember the rules to Magic the Gathering as well.
Magic, that's just seared into my brain. Although the game has changed enough in the past few years that I don't know Magic.
I have to look up. It's like, oh yeah, this ability. It just doesn't even explain. It just does this. It's like, okay, well, what is that ability? Oh,
there's
right. Okay.
There's like new card types and stuff as well, and like after a while they like completely re-architectured the game as well. So like there's new interactions and shit. So like yeah, I wouldn't say I would be at like I know 60% of Magic at this point. I know how a planeswalker works.
I've seen people play recent-ish Magic the Gathering expansions. High loading, ready to run. Love you guys. And literally, whenever they have a card, it's like, do this for one. It's like, what the hell's that? Just, phone. Oh, okay, right.
They're like, like hyper complex, like, but I don't even consider, like, I know those are technically card games, but like in the vein of card games of like, yeah, play with a deck of cards. Yeah, I know.
Do you know how to play like euchre or like
fuck no,
gin rummy?
I know those exist.
Go
those
fish.
are words I've heard. I think I've played. Somebody's explained that to me, and I sat down and like, I'm down. I don't have anything against it.
Canasta or whatever it's called.
I can make up words too. All right.
Hearts. I used to play MS Hearts a lot.
So I used to play that game. I have no clue how that fucking game works.
To this day, I don't know how to play solitaire.
Okay, yeah, I do know how to play solitaire.
Don't know how to play solitaire.
I know how to play Free Cell.
Now, ironically, I do know how to play Minesweeper.
In theory, I can play Minesweeper, but I'm not very good at it because anything that requires me to do math, I'm just not.
I got tired of like. Realize like, what is this? There has to be a game. This can't just be click and go boom. And I like looked it up years and 20 years ago. And like, oh, there's a game behind this. All right.
Oh yeah, Cribbage, Pinochle, are 2 other card games I don't know how to play.
I don't even know those names. So yeah.
Yeah, like. Really, I'm just like blackjack, and I'll only play blackjack if I'm in Vegas, and only if it's with a real human being dealer, which are damn near impossible to find these days. It's all game, and I like a poker game with some folks every once in a while. With like people, yes.
Yeah. With some people. Yeah.
I don't want to play against.
Randos. No. Yeah. Well, it's like I don't want to play like shooters against randos either.
The only thing I want to play against randos is like checkers and pool. Thank you, Yahoo Games.
Oh yeah, Bridge. Bridge is another one.
There's like a list of card games that I just
Technically, so like tarot cards were like a game before they were like a fortune telling tool. So like there are rules to tarot, and you can play the game.
Are we gonna bring that back?
Maybe.
I know Nori had a deck of tarot cards somewhere. She bought them because she liked the art.
She wore them the fuck out, man, trying to...
OG Nintendo, Hanafuda. Haha, none of you got that shit.
No.
Yeah. That's the type of cards that Nintendo used to make before they got into video games.
Ah.
Oh, look, it's my last Magic the Gathering deck.
I like how that is implied that you've eaten the other ones.
No, I gave all my cards to my little brother, and when he's like, I don't play it, sell them. And he sold them and bought himself a new computer.
I was like, I kind of regret giving away all my Magic cards, except I didn't have anything good ever, so like...
Worm Coil Engine, the expensive one.
How much does a worm coil engine go for these days? If I was on the eBays and looking for a graded...
I don't know. I haven't kept up with the values. I know I have... No, not this one.
All right. How about this? If I offered to buy it, what would be the number, the numerical digit you would attach to it?
I'd need to look it up first.
No, fuck that. You got to get rid of it right now.
Oh, there we go. Beta Bird of Paradise.
That's worth Pedro. I don't know.
That's worth something. Pedro, I have the value up for worm coil engine. Give me a guess. How much do you think it's worth today?
I don't know. Well, it's $16.
Lower, 14.
Pedro is closest without going over.
Fuck.
It is you can 15 for a buy it now on eBay. TCG Player has one for $13.86, and Card Kingdom has one for $19. According to MTG Goldfish. So, hey, that card actually retains some value. Good job.
Right?
Yes. This was the deck that I actually enjoyed playing was around the birthing pod, which is you sacrifice a creature, then search the library for a creature one mana cost
affinity?
higher.
Were you doing Pod Affinity?
Pod Affinity?
Pot affinity, you know.
That was the strategy. Was you use birthing pod to like create a bunch of artifacts and shit, and then like.
No, it wasn't the artifact. It was the one that basically by turn 4 I could get Sheoldred on the board, and people went, you know what? No, fuck you.
Yeah. This is I just didn't have the money to just invest in Magic the Gathering, so I quit. Talk about a fucking pay to win game, which is why there are formats called Pauper, where there is the allow list in your deck. Cards can't be over a specific like price value, like nothing over $1.
I was a big fan of those, and just the like closed formats like draft or sealed deck. Those were the ones I actually enjoyed because I couldn't afford the other ones.
Yeah, and it was a good way to get some play in without like, oh, this guy dropped like $4,000 on his like play set of whatever, and now he's just gonna kick your ass. Oh, good days, good days. I gotta come up with a new D&D adventure to run. That's my problem for the week. These assholes finished Ravenloft, so now I gotta find a new one.
We'll be ready to go in just a minute. I gotta take care of something.
Yes.
I'm going to go grab beverage.
All right. Yeah, we're doing a upgrade on the server for LinuxGameCast and interfacing Linux, updating to Cloud Linux 8.
Cloud Linux 8?
Yes. It's like Cloud Linux 7, but it's got an 8 at the end.
Yes.
I was hoping it would be done by now. That might take up to like 2 hours.
8.8.
That's like it's not Red Hat 8. Linux. All right.
How does that match up with Alma Linux? Okay, Alma's already on 9. Yeah.
All right.
And Rocky. What's the current version, yo?
I gotta think right now if I was doing web facing
9.4.
anything, I'd use security through obscurity. I'd run BSD on some shit.
BSD is way too mainstream. Run Haiku.
I'm telling you, dude. Listen, we got the open source went up. We can finally get Temple app. We can have
Yes?
yeah.
We get Temple OS and turn it into a real operating system.
You know you're real when you get web app on it.
I tried to build the Sonic kart game on Haiku. Problem: libyuv is a Google library, and it's not available on Haiku. It's not on the repos. You can't build it from source because it just shits itself while it's compiling.
I fucking dare you to file a bug report.
You know, I tried to look for like an issue tracker, but Google's version of Git is terrible.
Exists as a thing. Google
It's
code.
actually legitimately terrible, so it's like, okay, I don't want to register an account for the Google forums.
I don't know. I think like GitHub. I don't think GitHub's great. I just know how to use it.
It's serviceable. GitLab time.
Every time I hit GitLab, I'm angry for a few minutes until I'm like, all right, right. It's different enough just to be a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, that's that's where you get libyuv from. Someone created a mirror on GitHub, but they have the issue tracker disabled. So you don't get to log any issues there.
The unofficial libyuv mirror. Huh. BSD3 clause. All right.
Yeah, no, that is the one library. Everything else you can either build from source or just get the dev from the repos. But that one's just not available on Haiku.
What do we call wine on Haiku that lets you run Linux apps?
Waiku?
Line?
Line? Across the line.
Line is not an emulator. Well, what do they call it in BSD? That thing that lets them run Linux apps.
Yeah, that's the package name. Yeah.
PKG install that thing that lets you run Linux apps.
Oh man, I don't know. Let me get something to drink and we'll go ahead and hop into it.
LBC, Linux binary compatibility.
Libica. Lyndon B. Coxon. Named after Lyndon B. Johnson's massive dick that he kept showing to people. My adult beverage was water, because I'm a responsible adult. Gotcha. I should probably get these show notes up. I got too much shit open.
Yeah, I closed everything I usually leave like two tabs. One's for Mastodon and the other one's whatever I'm currently doing. But
is there
on
anything
occasion
important going on in this window? No, not really.
On occasion, I'll just find myself with 30-something tabs open. It's like, oh no.
Periodically,
there you go.
I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive, and it's like, okay, I have like 9 windows open, and there's like 100 tabs in each of them. I split out this window. I split this out to do one thing. Is that thing done? Okay, close that window. Is this other thing done? Close the window. These are just random things that I searched. Close these tabs. The BSD folks are just trying to live their lives and be special. Just like you, Strider. I, too, come up with elaborate fictions regarding random shit all the time. And then I roll dice to see if they happen or not. You just post them on Discord. I rolled an 8, by the way, so it didn't happen. In case you were curious.
Ah, there we go. That's where my dice are.
My dice are all over my desk because I really need to clean my desk. I got... Here, let me just grab assorted handfuls of dice.
A transparenty one.
Here. Look at my handful of random math rocks. Yes.
Damn you, Fate. All I asked for him was just to sneeze, just once. Why?
Well, it's you.
Yeah. I don't think I have any die.
I definitely have too many dice.
That makes sense. Like, you know, you can't just have like one set, though, can you?
No. Well, there are people who do, and I find them weird. I think like having 3 or 4 sets is probably like a good number.
Maybe I have a fidget cube.
If you play a high level paladin in D&D 5e, then you need about 8 dice sets, just because you need the 8-sided dice in there.
Do you think we could get away with making a fidget mouse, Pedro?
Oh yeah,
I would love that shit,
yeah.
man. I would no joke buy one of those.
All
yes.
Says fidget mode, shit pops out of it. All right.
Dude,
I also have
like,
the fidget sphere, which is just a giant
Pedro.
glass marble.
All right.
When I used to like frequent PC part stores, I used to go to like all the crazy mice, and I would just like stand there and press all the buttons and pretend that I owned it. Because like I was never gonna buy it, but I wanted the experience of like, you know, touching it and being like, yeah.
Like, if I ever buy one of those fancy ergonomic mice, it needs to have at least 10 buttons, because that's what this not very ergonomic mouse has. And, yeah, it's that bare minimum.
I'll see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see. I'm not logged in. Wait, am I? No, I'm not. Damn it. Something I'm thinking about picking up for interfacing Linux. It's a mouse. Let's go.
Okay. That's cool as hell.
Let's fucking go.
And is reasonably priced.
Got a menu button. I got alt keys. Shit.
Is that a joystick that also does turny knobby?
Yeah, that's just a big old stubby weeder, Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always wanted to see.
It doesn't work when you plug it into Linux.
Yeah, I just want to see what happens. I mean, let's be honest. That's it. Yeah, like Crazy Mouse. I enjoy my trackball though, man. Like, I can never go back to using a fucking mouse. I couldn't. Why did AA batteries take so long to charge?
Gnomes.
What's the science behind that, man? I had a AA battery out of power crisis the other day because the batteries fucking ran down on this mouse. And I'm like, fuck, all right, let me go get my other set. They're next to the charger. Fuck, guess who didn't charge them? They just been sitting there this whole time. I've been walking by and going, look at them. Look at me being all prepared, man. What did I have to do? I had to rob them out of the 360 controller, or whatever this S controller. And
You know, the other good one I get all the time is I put them in the charger, but I didn't actually plug the charger in.
oh,
Or I plug the charger in, but I don't turn on the switch next to next to the socket because UK sockets have switches next to them.
I got the.
So I plug them in. So, yeah.
I don't even have that excuse. I got a good Nicor charger that does, lithium or NiCad, just whatever. It auto detects and just squirrel. But I can charge up an 18650 or 21700 lithium ion, but like big chalker, man, it takes maybe like 4 fucking hours. Those little bitches take like 6 hours to fucking charge.
I guess if the charger is only doing like trickle charge, then yeah.
This thing charges ginormous Tesla batteries.
Is it like a USB Type-C situation that if the battery isn't providing proper feedback, it just gives them the bare minimum amount of power?
I don't know. I thought maybe there was a science reason. It's probably haunted, let's be honest. We're just going to keep that as the ruling on the field. When in doubt, when you can't explain it with science, haunted. All right. There we go. And yeah, I think we're good. Weird mouses are the best, man. I just wanted a high quality, affordable trackball, and Elcom's like, gotcha, fam. Done. I don't know if it's necessarily high quality, but it's just like all of the Logitech shit is overpriced for what they fucking are. They're just cheap.
I just like my unlockable scroll wheel.
At work, whenever someone wants a trackball, we get them the Kensington ProFit Ergos because they're cheap and they seem to last longer than the Logitech ones.
The only thing I like about the Elcoms is like you have to get them from Japan, or you get them from somebody who's ordered them and stocked them locally from Japan. Like there's no English on the box or anything like that. All right, let's do the thing. Do I play Missile Command? No, I spend a lot of time in DaVinci Resolve, and I have this thing like wired up and hacked up to do all kind of crazy shit inside of DaVinci Resolve. Like my clicky scroll wheel, I used to miss that, but now I got it programmed to hold down the third button, and it turns the ball into a 3D scroll wheel. I can scroll any direction I want. It's superior. All right,
you with your balls in your hands.
Hey man, listen. All right. Legitimate downside: I got to clean my ball.
You should always clean your balls.
Just the one.
I mean,
the red one.
If you have balls in general,
Santa.
You should keep them clean.
All right.
I'm gonna write a book of life advice, and it's gonna start with keep your balls clean.
Ho ho ho. Oh, I can't use those, man. I tried to use it. That's like the thumb ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you need the palmy.
I need the one over at the top. I'm double jointed like a motherfucker, and like I get the arthritis. Yeah, Santa Balls is coming to town.
I just see that hose in the back, and I just keep thinking of the HDMI to hose converter.
Fuck yeah.
Where they just plug it into the fucking computer and they
starts filling up with water.
It's like, well, I don't know why that shit cracks me up. It's like, yeah, I created an HDMI attachment for my garden hose. Plugs it into his computer. It's like, what the fuck do you think would happen?
Right. Like, all right. I guess it's like one of those things, right?
Yeah. Love it. Love that shit.
All right. Let's hit the stoops and that loaded. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So All right, hit big red button. Big red button, hit it.
I assume all big red buttons make that noise.
They fucking should. It should be like I'm not a huge fan of like legislation for no reason, but I mean, yeah, big red button. They should have like a key flip
the red alert. Yeah,
yeah. Maybe like 2 keys.
You got to do them in sequence. Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
You know, if you've ever used OBS, I'm a firm believer. Like, you should need more than just one errand click to go live.
You'd ask for a confirm or something,
right? Or like have to click it and it opens up like the skeuomorphic.
Yeah, then you gotta like punch in a captcha or something.
And like, yeah, not have that like right above the start recording button. Yeah, I have that panic attack every time I'm in here like recording something. I was like, shit, did I? Oh, good.
Hi, Twitch.
All
How's it going?
Stop. Try to play it off. I'm like, yeah, no, I knew I was streaming. You guys.
No, it's behind the scenes.
All right, let's do it. Episode 613. I gotta get lined up.
Hello, I'm Ben Stone. Welcome to the next game.
Actually, you are going to be a Ben Stone. That's what I was doing. Eric.
All right.
I think that's like roughly lined up. Make sure.
Can we give him the Eiffel Tower, Pedro?
The other way.
Like that. No, you can't. Damn shame.
I got it right the first time. Joke's on. Sucks to be you.
All right. Hang on, let me get that aligned. Scooch. Wait. That was Jordan. Come back.
Yes.
No.
All right, fine.
I'm gone forever. Peekaboo, I see you.
One of these days you're going to break out that green screen. If you haven't lost it.
Oh, I still have it. Someone got me the stand for it, but like it got lost. Like it didn't get delivered. It got taken off my wish list, but it like never made it.
That could have been one of those things like happened with the Noctua.
Mm.
Yeah. Maybe somebody just got a stand by accident. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, kids, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm old man Vin here in beautiful downtown Athens, Georgia, in our little tiny studio, doing our thing, switching the bits, joined every week by our man up north, one Jordan Swang in Torontosville, and across the pond, staying up late because he's not that old yet. We still might need to get him a walker because he's coming up on the big 4-0. One Pedro,
2 years.
Mateus, and together with you, Shot Realm Dynamic, helping us form. Somebody with the canes already. Cocaine, Voltron. Gentlemen, what's up? What's new? Of course, we're going to talk about the Valve game. Valve releasing a game is news. We got thoughts. But first, what have we been up to? I learned something when I came into the studio. I've been playing around still. This is like week 3 with that little tiny 1-liter Elite book, poking it, prodding. It takes me a while. I actually use shit before I do a video for it. I'm like, hey, I've had this for 2 days. Let me give you a comprehensive guide on it. Sure, YouTuber.
But you just unboxed it. That qualifies you for giving
100%. I give this
detail.
3-stone buying recommendation, guaranteed. Yes, thank you. Hashtag sponsored. Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Alleged, probably not. Wait, when the week emoji at the end. So, a couple of days ago, I was working on it, playing around with it, and I was trying to get to Jordan's PC. I got everything set up with a keyboard, mouse, barrier, IP, so I don't have like a bunch of keyboards and shit floating around. I couldn't get to Jordan's PC, and I'm like, what's going on? I battled, and I finally got up after like plugging an actual mouse and keyboard into the PC running his WebRTC instance, only to find, looking on the floor when I was walking back to Tech Closet, that little fucker's just been sitting in the middle of the studio on the floor on for the past couple of days. So yes, A+ on silence. Didn't even notice it. Didn't even know it was there. Jordan, have you had any stealth PCs floating around your house? You got a Raspberry Pi that's been on for like 4 years, and you're like, wait, there you are.
No, but yeah, sometimes you do just like find the random shit underfoot.
Oh, dude, here's what makes it worse. I know fuck well that I'd put it in bullshit turbo mode too, so I was not saving power this entire time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good and quiet, even if it's in bullshit turbo mode.
Yeah.
You don't really know it's there. Yeah, no, I don't have any sneaky floor computers or anything like that.
It's like floor chicken.
It doesn't compare to wall chicken though. That's like the superior form of poultry.
I was very pleased in that 3D like Doom Castlevania.
Yeah, the Castlevania. It
had the wall chicken.
I mean, you had to. I was a little disappointed that there was no wall chicken in like the Castlevania anime. That was like they needed to just like find a whole cooked bird just behind a rock somewhere, and Trevor's just gonna like fucking eat
knock
that
down
shit.
a wall, and there's like a platter with the chicken.
I can just see like a battle like
fully
right
dressed up and
before it
everything,
goes
like
down,
crispy.
and he's like, "Oh, I'm famished." Hang on one moment. He just knocks the wall out behind him and grabs the chicken. Like,
No, he just fucking unhinges his jaw and just like stuffs an entire whole chicken down his face.
that would cost you a lot if you went to KFC.
It would cost you to, as we discovered in the pre super season, chicken is fucking expensive.
Chicken very pricey, yo.
Chicken is very
Do you have any
pricey.
PCs that you leave on all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got
The
the
NAS.
I mean, the TV box is like a PC, but it's also like, you know, server and whatnot. So it's like running files and shit. I'm very, very bad about shutting this computer down. I know
Okay.
I should do that more often than I do, but you know, fuck it, I'm lazy.
All right. Pedro Mateus, the man, you got glass balls and playing cards.
Yes, and the important bit this week is that work has created such a hostile environment that a bunch of the IT team has decided to look everywhere else, literally everywhere else. And an opportunity showed up also within the NHS, but it's to support the people using Jira and Confluence. It's a more
Gyro, you say?
Oh,
yes.
Don't take
sorry,
that job.
Jira.
You will actually like hate yourself. If
No,
you
I
become a
want to
Jira
believe that the NHS bought something called Gyrosig, J-Y-R-A.
It's Jira.
I know.
which-
Let me have my fanfic going on. Yeah,
Jira.
it's some weird shit. It's like Java 4.
It's Jira, but I want to keep calling it Jira because that's how it's spelled. But yeah, I had an opportunity. It's like, yeah, we need people in this team. It's like, as long as you don't mind teaching me, I'll gladly learn that. So I'm gonna learn that.
Do they have
So
any
you're gonna be
idea
a
what they're in
project
for?
manager. Cool.
Yeah, no, hey, yes. I mean, you got to be like, I don't know, fuck all about this, but I'm more embodying like soul.
Yeah. It's literally so the actual desktop support services are shitting on people from on high. We've had all of our admin rights that we had and access to a bunch of systems just taken away. So it's like, well, we can stay here, be actively de-skilled, or we can go do something else. I chose do something else.
Good on you.
We'll see how that goes.
I give it a week.
Mazel tov. I look forward to your future as a scrum master in the next couple of years.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, will we ever teach the horse Jira? I don't think so.
No, oh god, the horse is already running Jira. Why do you think you can't schedule it to do jack shit? Because it's caught in the workflow and it can't escape. It's the Steam.
Oh, here's the news. I was talking
The
about this in the
sauce.
pre-super shows, and like somebody, we were talking about, it might have been VR a couple of weeks back, and then somebody just laid down the insider knowledge to us. They're like, nah, man, that next game from Valve, it's called Citadel. It's going to be VR only, and this is how it plays. It's a big, long paragraph. It's in our comments from a video a couple of weeks back. Why are we bringing this up? Well, leaks. It's not Citadel anymore. No, Half-Life 3 originally was a working title, aka Citadel. Then Neon Prime, now is called not Death Clock, but Deathlock, the next Valve game. 6v6 me, bro. First-person MOBA, fantasy steampunk inspirations, maybe Valve's take on Overwatch with just a little bit of Dota, a couple of that, a hero shooter, of course, but it's going to have those MOBA elements in it. This is like a smoothie of game types that I don't really fucking care for. I'm not terribly excited about this, but this thing has been actively developed and it's being actively playtested as we speak. It's a real boy, kids. There's actual screenshots of it. Look at that. That's some next gen TF2 looking bullshit.
It definitely does give like the TF2 vibes, especially with like all of the textures and whatnot. What I want to know is, and I looked through the Reddit threads and I couldn't find anyone mentioning it, but if you scroll up a little bit, that image has like a bunch of like heads up at the top. Are those like Dota characters? Do people know who they are, or is this like an entirely new cast? Because I don't know shit about the Dota cast of characters. It's like, oh yeah, it's Blorfio and Cramden and all those guys. They're my favorite. Or it could just be some randos.
I don't know. It looks very much like a hero shooter if you've played Overwatch.
That is the fucking demo man's orange right there.
Yes.
Yeah. If you've played Overwatch or Paladins, it very much looks like that. There was earlier in the week when Marvel Rivals came out. Mm-hmm. And NetEase put out like the
non-disparagement clause.
Yeah, wasn't one of them like with like Hulk cheeks clapping or something?
It was because Hulk had no ass.
Okay. I want to bring this up. What is going on with fucking ass erasure in video games? People have like fucking pancake booties, and I will not stand for it. You need to have thick, round, voluminous cheeks. We need game developers.
You hear that better?
Do some squats.
But yeah, it is. They specifically disallowed things like Hulk has no ass. This is such a mid-Overwatch clone, or Paladins is better than this shit. Stuff like that. So when this comes out, Valve, is it okay if we use those terms to describe it?
Well, I think they would prefer you to refer to it as the TF2 clone, because that's what Overwatch actually is.
Yes.
But yeah, 6v6 team shooter. I don't know, because we've been sort of going through there was the battle royale phase. Everyone was all about battle royales for a while, and now it's like the extraction shooters and like the Lethal Company likes, like we have a couple of those coming out now. Do you think a game like this is like too little too late? Like maybe a couple of years ago.
No, this is welcome to fucking Valve time, 100%.
Yeah,
like this might have stood a chance. Okay, we got two problems with this, two things going against it. Yeah, like 3 years ago, maybe, and like that would have been a real floppy, soggy. Maybe would have got some traction, in the Overwatch crowd, because people were like, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool if Valve did their own version?" Like we got LOL,
or have something with a single player, because that would be a great way to shit on Blizzard if you come out with a hero shooter that has a single player.
Maybe. Here's the other problem. Here's the other thing. All right, let's. Some more things going against it. It's not Left 4 Dead 3. Big minus. It's not Half-Life 3. Also a big minus.
It's not Portal 3.
Big minus. And here's the real killer. We all remember the last game. Some of us do. Only a couple of us were allowed to retain the memories. Most of you are unaware that Valve had released another game. But,
Artifacts.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Artifact, or are you talking about the Dota Lords, the auto chess one?
Yes.
or Alex, or the Steam Deck demo thingy. Aperture.
That's the thing. The aperture thingy for the Steam Deck that worked as a Steam Deck tech demo. Fine.
Okay, if we're at the point where we're calling a fucking like introductory, like this is how you use a handheld game. Sure.
I don't know. I personally
introduced more story about Cave Johnson, so I guess it's technically Portal.
I'm gonna put some fucking story on you goddamn tax forms next year, and you can call it a game, all right?
Yes. What's the lore?
That's all shit.
That is literally what Dungeons and Dragons is: the story attached to tax forms. So,
Jordan, if you're ready to fight, goddamn. I don't know, man. I wish it was like any of the things we'd railed off. I understand, but I was like, hey, let's do something a little bit different. I'm like, this isn't a little bit different, though. So don't give me that.
I mean, but like, Valve does release stuff with like a high degree of polish. So if this comes out and is just like a good fucking game, then maybe it can get some traction. But like, the other thing too is like, is the inevitable fate of a game like this, like TF2, where it just gets overrun by bots and
Is it going to be a free game?
Well, it may eventually. Will it eventually be a free game? Is the other thing too, because Valve likes to do that as well.
Or is it Valve just genuinely at the point now where we're like, no, we just want to retain people like here, because if it's that, it's going to be shit from day one.
Yeah, that's why Artifact kind of failed.
Well, I mean, Artifact
45 minutes per game.
Yeah, that and you required people to spend like real fucking currency on shit. Like, yeah, no,
it's like Valve didn't quite get what made what was
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone so popular. Yeah.
Hearthstone, hell, even the other big competitor to that now, like MTG Arena, gives you like a decent way to play for free. Versus with Artifact, where like, no, this is a trading card game. You have to like fucking engage with it like a card game.
So I mean, this we've seen more and more leaks. Like with the dam broke, then we started getting screenshots. Now we got multiple screens. Like enough to where apparently this has been released. It's being play tested by Valve employees and friends of Valve employees. No,
Gabe's mom thinks it's cool.
100%. Not as cool as the Chica for deck.
Chiaki.
Chica.
Hey, Chica, whatever you say, Chica. Chicas Calientes. Well, playing games from your PlayStation on your Steam Deck is pretty hot for in your hands because the Steam Deck just runs a little hot. Anyways, there's a way to do it. It's Chiaki for deck. They have a new release out, and that you can install it via the Flatpak. They've added a utility now for extracting your account ID from your PSN account, which is handy if you want to set up Chiaki to stream your PlayStation games over the public internet. Don't really need to do that if you're going over local, but still, it is an advertised feature of PSN, and it's something you may want to do if you want to, like, I don't know, play Bloodborne on your Steam Deck. Also, you can.
What the hell, man? I gotta have a PSN account to sign into PSN. That's bullshit.
I know, it's so terrible. They also have some zooming options as well. If like games aren't scaled to the Steam Deck appropriate size, you can zoom in and be able to read stuff because you are an old person who needs glasses. And that's it for this release. Easier play over the internet is basically the killer feature of Chiaki here. So yeah.
Oh, I think Pedro might argue.
Well, I did find one thing, because in the announcement at the top they have note: Pipewire is required for app image. For Linux, Pipewire is required for the DualSense haptics. So I figured, you know what? I have a DualSense. Let's try and make the haptics work. So I fired up Spotify, I fired up QPW Graph, and I said, you know what? This the DualSense, it shows because it has a stereo headphone connector right there, so you got a little hole. So what are the rear left and rear right channels connected to? So I wired Spotify to those channels, and the haptics went along with the music. So that's what they do.
Did you pick?
I may or may not have put it on my crotch. Yes.
Oh.
But what song?
That was it. My crotch.
2 Tickets to Paradise. I think that was the one that was coming up next on Spotify.
Well, like, okay, you said the Beatles, but if you followed that with by Nicki Minaj or something, I would have fucking believed that was like a real ass fucking song. You had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
That's got to need remote PSN. Like, if that's the thing you want to get through the trouble, like, it's just another testament to how versatile the Steam Deck is, and shit just keeps popping up like this. And that's not only is it a very, very good portable handheld gaming PC, it's also a really bitching tinkering device too, and it's got people playing around with Linux for the first time, which I'm also a huge fan of.
Indeed.
However,
you need to punch more wood
on things that everybody's favorite company.
You can read into things, and then you can do what this particular person on our Steam decided to do, which was apparently while looking into claim 500 mine coins. Yes, mine coins.
It's not pay to win if you buy the currency, right?
They're not your coins. They're mine coins.
Mine coins.
Yeah, it's the premium currency for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and it underneath the claim button, they saw that it said for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows PC, or Steam. Now, of course, there's a bunch of people already calling that into question is like, do you think it maybe, just maybe, a mistake?
Nope.
Because there's mine coins are also used in Minecraft adventure mode or RPG, whatever. Basically, the standalone side Minecraft game that is on Steam. That one is on Steam, and it does have mine coins. And so it might have just been a bit of a hiccup that they used the same text for both. So maybe not an actual thing. We don't know.
Your Honor,
also,
I may be a simple country lawyer. Allow me to point you towards the end user license agreement for fucking Minecraft. Okay, not summary. Introduction. What does that say, Pedro?
in the introduction, if you buy Minecraft or use any of our services,
Good,
or if you
he's
click
been
the
distracted while I got
agreement,
into the right thing. Here we go. If you've purchased our games through a platform that does not require a Microsoft account, such as Sony, PlayStation, review of the platforms, the terms will apply.
Yes.
I mean, like,
yeah, but
like I said, Minecraft Adventure Mode, or I think it's called Adventure Mode.
this is just from Minecraft.
This
is the all-encompassing EULA.
I mean, theoretically, this could apply to like any Minecraft.
Let me read the tea leaves, homie. I got chicken guts all over the floor. We gotta have some fun with them.
But I need to cook those. I'm hungry.
Confirmed. You heard it here. Pedro's told you. Minecraft coming to Steam.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's already a Minecraft game, not the Minecraft, but a Minecraft game on Steam, so it may have just been a hiccup. But Bedrock Edition is, it's the one that has all the kids playing it on their phone, and it has the ray tracing.
The one people under the age of 35 play.
Yes, it's the one that has NVIDIA RTX. It's the one that has proper controller support because, it's the console version. So, there are some advantages, and if it does end up coming to Steam, then, hey, at least it's some kind of other, like, actual legitimate Minecraft on Steam. That's not any of the Unity clones that people have repeatedly attempted to put out.
Especially the two that are, like, have a beef with each other.
Well, those are the open source ones, right? That's Minecraft and like...
Yes, the two open source ones with like 6 players in between both of them, like, have beef. It's adorable.
It's Minetest and the other Minetest.
Right. Minetest plus or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this wouldn't be the first game that Microsoft has on Steam, and as they've learned from this whole debacle with Game Pass and having to shutter a bunch of studios, turns out that if you want to make money off of games, you need to like sell them to people. So putting it on as many storefronts as possible is probably
it's the new Microsoft. They're here. They care about your money.
Yes.
Minecraft Dungeons. That's the name of the the game that's already on Steam. That's the one.
I don't know. Do you think we'll actually see like Linux ports? Because like the reason we're bringing this up because Microsoft has been pretty upfront, like with Master Chef and stuff like that. They're like, hey, we're going to make sure it tries to run on Steam Deck. That's
the thing. It's Bedrock Edition's .NET. So unless they ported that to .NET Core, probably not going to be native.
I mean, Proton exists. Like, you think they're porting Master Chief Collection to fucking .NET Core?
Guaranteed. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no. They ported Halo over to JavaScript. It just runs in a fucking browser. No, you still need to use Wine because it fires up Internet Explorer to run Halo.
Edge.
No, Internet Explorer.
Oh, IE6, baby. Let's just go.
Listen, the development cycle came before Edge came around, so they built all that tech on the old Internet Explorer. It's just how it is with Microsoft, right?
Let's do it. Coming up next, every now and then, a couple of times during the week, I like to head over to Steam store and I go to categories and I go to Linux OS and then I sort just by new. And I scroll through. Book by its cover, man. You sell me, you get me to mouse over it if I see like a weird, like, or just like a good looking thumbnail picture. Then I see this diseased Mr. Potato Head looking motherfucker.
Yeah, someone needs to go to the doctor about that nose.
I'm saying, man, I'm like,
that's
okay.
A pickle. That's like an
what's going on here?
Then
I come to the page and I'm like, Spanking Runners. And it's in 4:3 on the trailer. I'm like, is this some hipster pixel retro? It says it's arcade racing in a bright and unusual world. This is not very bright for me, anyway. The robots have captured something. I don't know. And electro zombies! Exclamation point. Apparently, this game's been lost to time. It came out somewhere around like 2001. And Jordan, who was this from?
This is from the people who brought you Vangers.
Oh, I mean, that fits. I was like, I wonder what Vangers would look like in 3D. Oh, just like drugs, but in 3D.
Like, it is just straight up 3D Vangers, isn't it?
It came out to a PC only release, and like I went searching for this. I had to like dig around for this. Like I found a post on Reddit.
It's an obscure Russian game, right?
Dude,
like, yeah,
it was available in English on PC though.
Huh?
It was. In fact, Jordan, you can. I can get you a box copy right now, brand new.
Hey.
Wow. Okay.
5 whole euros. Well,
somehow the guy looks even worse on that CD cover. He's just like, double kill me.
They stuck with it. They stuck with it, man. I wonder if
the
they
guy
had,
in the back is like still on meth though.
He
He's my favorite.
Just a little bit. It is kart racing, single player, and it's $4.99. It's like one of those like, all right. Oh, there. This is like much Vanger. Just because it's green, right? I associate the color green
and
with
it's
it.
top down, it's green and top down, so it's Vengers.
But it's just that old school late 90s, like whatever
PC game, yeah. They were in spindles at like Radio Shack, and you're like, and they're $10 each, right? So you're like, I'm gonna buy a computer game because I have $10.
Yep.
And sometimes they're DSX, and sometimes they're this.
Fair. Now, but you think this is good for game preservation, huh?
It is, because you have a team that actually found their old game. It's like, ooh, we can make this run on modern systems and put it on a modern platform and allow people to actually play the game in 2024. Which, by the way, you need to amend the Steam store page, because that says May 14, 2024. It came out in 2001.
Well, that version of the game. This is the remastered enhanced edition.
Yeah, it doesn't have remastered anywhere in the name.
Those letters are silent.
Tell people it's an old game and it's working and it's,
Dude, I don't
available.
think anybody hits that fucking trailer. Like, I don't think somebody's like, wait a minute.
Someone had like a very vivid sense memory upon seeing that trailer, and they're like, this is the thing I'm trying to remember. I played this when I was like a child and I don't remember it.
There's that link that Reddit post that Ven put in the show notes. That is that person's like, oh shit, yeah, no, that's the one. This
is like, I ran across this like searching for information about the game, and like this is on the first page of the Googles, and it's like, yeah, did I just have a fucking fever dream like back in the early 2000s? It was like a 3D cart and like shit was all fucked up and weird and zany tracks. I don't know. And people are like legitimately guessing, and somebody finally found it. And preservation's a good topic because, boom, check this out.
Samonganki.
They're good about this type of stuff, dude. Moonshine Runners, Spanking Runners, they released the, much like with Vangers, there's an open source engine that you can download and go play with yourself, available for Linux and other operating systems and its competitors.
It is the engine. They just release it for the community. It's like, hey, we found it. We got it working on modern systems. Here you go.
Yeah, it's SDL2, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the magic of SDL2 is like, hey, we can just drop this in our code base and all of a sudden it works magically on everything.
Yeah, this is like the best case scenario for game preservation is when the developer isn't a dick and don't have dick publishers dicking people over.
From their dick ships.
Pedro, it's going to take me a long time to add the dick bell in post, all right? So tone it the fuck down. I'm already at like 3 dings.
But yeah, no, they have the game. They've made the game available. You can buy it, and you have the source code. And it's open source, and yeah, no, the best case scenario right here.
In my brain, I'm like, here's a list of famous dicks that I like. Dick Cabot, Dick Johnson, Dick...
Now, am I committed enough to keep it going?
Right, that's where I'm at. How far can we take the dick train?
Good job. Thanks for making that and releasing the open source engine bits. Now, good news, everyone. You want to be a Shogun Samurai?
I would like to be some sort of neck-chopping, neck-snapping ninja monster. Perhaps I could play Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, or I could play this instead. Ghosts of Tsushima.
Or the fun one.
The fun one, yeah. Director's Cut. It's coming out on PC. It was originally a PlayStation exclusive. And
PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4 exclusive. And Sony's doing their best to keep it in the Sony sphere. We got a little post on Twitter, and it also got moved into Steam as well. Links to all this stuff in our show notes. But they're saying, hey, it's coming out. Here's what you can expect. By the way, we are supporting the Steam Deck. It is going to be listed as unsupported because of the multiplayer features require PlayStation Network integration, which is only available under Windows, which I don't understand, because there were some people in the Reddit threads who were like, oh, maybe it has to do with anti-cheat for some fucking co-op non-multiplayer versus game. But, you know, it's something PSN. That they're all about this shit now. They're trying to inflate their numbers. Ben has a very salient point about it's probably about crossplay.
I mean, I get a very boring.
But no. We got to ride the hate train, man.
I know.
We can't let inconvenient things like facts and to like get in the way of a good old hate boner. So
yeah, I mean, it could be for things like devious crossplay and malicious saves. For
crossplay with Sony, the historically anti-crossplay
these fucking
company?
saints brought us the Memory Stick Pro. How dare you?
The company that just outright refused to have Rocket League crossplay with everyone else.
they won on Blu-ray though. They did win on Blu-ray.
Yeah. They won that one. But yeah, no, it's. The whole, it requires Windows to access the PlayStation Network integrated features. You can't help yourselves at this point, can you, Sony?
I could just hear the Mac users screaming out of your window to eat a bag of dicks.
I can't hear them over their M1s.
I suspect that if people keep being complacent, and there is a vocal minority of people out there going, I'm tired of the PSN requirement controversy. It's a free account. You can just make one. If you keep doing that, Sony is just going to straight up require people to pay for PS Plus when to play Sony games online on PC in very short order, because that seems to be where they're fucking going.
Yeah, they're probably going to do that anyways, regardless, because fuck you, give us money. That is the strategy. In terms of discoverability for this game on Steam, because it's going to show up as unsupported, it's going to get deprioritized in rankings as well. So I don't know what that actually means for how well Ghost of Tsushima is going to do financially on the PC, but I mean, no one's buying PS5s anymore, so they got to try something, right?
Anything that gets more PlayStation, anything that breaks exclusivity on consoles. Mode. Like, I'm down with, I bought the Spider-Man, I bought the God of War. I don't know if I'll buy this. It's like, maybe. I mean, it looks kind of dope. It's
and the single player, you don't need the account for a single player, so.
Yeah, but we can't bring that up. We got to be mad.
Now, I mean, you might want to experience this co-op. It's a very pretty looking game.
Then go get a fucking PlayStation 5. All right? Fuck. This is not hard to figure out.
I spent all my money on
that Linux hacking device you bought to play games on.
Yeah, well, in between cracking Wi-Fi passwords, I do want to try playing.
Your Penguin Flopper 0 or whatever.
Yeah. I'm taking my PC out to steal people's cars.
Yes.
I have to wheel out my full tower.
You're hacking your PSN networks, man.
I have to fucking break into the car to plug my computer into the fucking car battery so I can use it to steal the car.
So the good news is, a couple of people tested this, and apparently this thing runs like the business on Steam Decks by all reports. Like, really easy to get a solid 30 FPS, and if you want to dick around a little bit, you can get up to 40, like a stable 40 minus like some of the cutscenes using FSR3. But
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I might enjoy something like this. I don't know. Like, I want more stuff from everybody coming to PC. Now, to what Pedro said, would Sony ever try? Would I put it above Sony trying? No. Would it ever
of
work?
course they're going to try.
Would it ever
people
work?
Get complacent with it.
No, I don't want to conflate logins with having to pay, because that's like, oh, you know what? I'm really upset. I have to log into Steam in order to play games. The fuck, man.
But if you want to play games on Steam, you should.
But if I want to use the multiplayer functionality of PlayStation,
Well, so here's the thing. They already do they already charge for that on PlayStation? Like
that's a console thing. Yeah, you got to play
if you want to play online games on console, you need to pay for PS Plus.
But it's just
exactly. And so extending that logic, yeah, absolutely. Like, oh, if you want access to the PlayStation Network services, you gotta pay us some money.
Yeah, that seems to be where they want to go, because
based on
why allow people on PC to continue playing those games that are, using
saves,
the PlayStation Network,
which
they're
are huge,
actively using the PlayStation Network, and the PC players don't have to pay, while all the PlayStation players have to pay.
No, we're gonna let me get down to the point. Why? Because we're a fucking rounding error compared to PlayStation 5 users. We don't even register. That's the reality of it. We're such an insignificant fucking number to Sony that they've taken 30 years to get around to doing PC ports. They're like, sure, fuck it, why not?
And to that point, I think they'll try it, and then when they get
it's like initially what I said. Would I put it above Sony? No. But also, will that ever work? No.
But yeah, I think that may end up being a Pyrrhic victory for everyone involved.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghosts of Sashimi. I would fucking go to a restaurant that served Ghosts of Tsushima.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I wouldn't mind playing the online co-op, but look at this. The Steam Deck is protecting you from Sony. You can't even do it unless you put Windows on your deck. Then you got other fucking problems. You got Windows on your deck. Go see a doctor.
It's like a cross for vampires. You hold up your Steam Deck and it just repels Sony employees.
Yes. Interesting game. It's $59.99 for like an 11-year-old game. I'm going to put it on my wish list along with the zombie game and maybe Ratchet and Clank, because I'm not paying full fucking price. Sorry, Nixies. If this shit got released within like a month, I wouldn't mind paying full price for it. And Spider-Man too. But I already bought Spider-Man and God of War. But that was my contribution to like Sony, put more PC games out there. But yeah, that 4 to 7-year-old games, 75% off. And we'll talk about
that too is accurate to the console pricing, because prices don't drop on consoles.
But they do on PC games.
Eventually.
We got a big update. Massive update for another Valve title. Of course, we're talking about Left 4 Dead 2. Ginormous. Barely fit it all on one page.
So big.
I'm sorry, my eyes just glazed over from the wall of text.
It is the wall of text from hell, man. So they fixed not one, but 2 exploits that could remotely crush servers.
Okay, good.
Yay. Mm-hmm. And one that I had a moment with, because it is directed towards us Linux gaming human beings. They fixed music not playing at the main menu on Linux, to which my brain immediately clicked on, because we would play it infrequently enough, but with frequency, to where I'm like, doesn't make any sound. And Jordan would go, no, there's no sound in the intro, like the main menu. And I'm like, right. Which made me, when we're playing co-op or whatever, we'd get into the game and I'm like, hang on, guys, give me a second. I'd have to go aim my gun at the fucking floor and like set the volumes and shit for the stream. And of course, within that 3 to 8 femtoseconds, everybody else is scattered and run off without me. And I'm like, God damn it.
And yeah, we're all just jockeyed or like
we're just doing whatever, right? And I'm like, well, all right. So it doesn't work on Fedora, apparently.
No, at least for me, I started it and I got the audio from like the intro videos, the Valve one, and the game intro video proper. Yeah, and then you get to the menu. It's like, okay, yeah, the sound effects are there. The music, still not.
Huh.
So
I didn't test it because I didn't feel like downloading 15 gigs for.
Yeah, I still have it installed from last time, so that's why.
I think I might still have it installed as well, but I also did not check. But also, like, I mess with like the in-game music settings a lot in games, so like I may have turned off the like in-menu music at some point and just like never...
the game music, because there's only one music audio slider, but the in-game music works. That one works. When the tank comes, you can hear the. But the
I've never had music, like music or anything in the fucking opening menu. I just knew that. So I was like, okay, wait. Like I noticed it because I had to calibrate that shit when I had to wait until we were in the game, which relied on people like.
I guess we got to go back now and replay through the entire fucking game because it's been now it's been
music,
fixed. Yeah,
clearly.
it's been fixed. It was completely unfinishable.
That's going to do it for our Steamy Bits this week. Moving right on into something that I saw an update for, and I'm like, that's still being developed, huh? Yeah, I had no idea. Fresh out of 2010, ladies and gentlemen, Stunt Rally 3.1. Look at all that stunting and the rallying right there. Not one, but 8 new cars, 1 new track, and 8K skies? The fuck's that even mean? 8K skies? Could they not fit in
like skies?
Yeah, 8192 by 8192 skybox.
Now, let's say I was trying to do an imaginative joke, and we were talking about 8,000 different skyboxes.
Maybe they do. Maybe it's just the teeny tiny little ones that they just
bunch of things, couple of things they're working on. Now, this one's even got a Linux binary release for the download option, to which I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. And I was like, yeah, I guess I just compiled it. Didn't think twice about it. And this is definitely a blast from the past. We're talking, look, no joke. I went and looked it up. It was like 2010. And I'm like, that doesn't sound like a long time ago until you do the maths on it. You're like, oh my God.
That was 14 years ago.
Still using Ogre for the rendering and VDrift for the simulation. Has online multiplayer, but it's only peer-to-peer. Apparently there was a server even way back in the day, which I vaguely remember, but nobody used it. And they basically do a paragraph explanation of like, we just can't be asked to set one up.
Fair.
Pedro, what is Stunt Rally? Would you call it like old school, like the first Trackmania?
It's a bit more simulation-y than Trackmania.
Trackmania? Fuck yes, let's do this. Yes. Let's go.
Trackmania. Bloody tires.
If you remember, in Trackmania United Forever, there was the Coast mode that had the really heavy, really skiddy cars that you had to like be more considerate with the braking and the slightly more realistic physics. That's the level of physics in a Stunt Rally, and I wish they had a mode where the physics were more like Trackmania Stadium, because that would actually be fun. I don't appreciate the overt simulation mode that they had, which is a shame because for as open source games go, Stunt Rally 3 was always one of the more.
That's my favorite car.
Everything ones.
Well, they added what, like hovercrafts and hover cars and drones. I want to know if they're full of eels.
Yeah, they have the like different car classes. One of which is sci-fi, which is where the spaceships and whatnot come along.
It's a motor. That's a weird camera placement to drive.
Oh yeah, I remember playing Full Throttle.
Huh. Oh, dude, we can do like Heat Vision and Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tokyo Drift.
I like how the motorcycle doesn't have anyone riding it.
Nope, it's haunted.
it's RC from Transformers.
I mean, it just never got any traction, man. It might have been, it probably has a lot to do with what Pedro brought up. Is when you got a game like this, you want the bullshittiest of arcade physics. That's all you're willing to tolerate, dude. You don't don't even bother trying to put a whiff of realism in arcade racing games. It never works out right. Except look at Codemasters tried it. It didn't work very well for them, and that one time they did. Yeah. Go play it, download it.
The physics need to be relaxed a little bit, and it would be, I think, in my opinion at least, perfect.
The developer of Speed Dreams hits me up on Mastodon occasionally when I make a post like, hey, we're playing Trackmania, come play. Which he hears, I'm open to solicitation about games we should be playing on Tuesdays and Fridays. That's apparently what he reads. He's like, hey, we can play Stunt Rally. And I'm like, do you got loops in arcade mode? And he's like, you can cut it on like easy. Like, and here's me in easy and like fucking Speed Dreams. Boom, 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 wall.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so, doing like the hammer on the brakes, turn the car around and do the slide around the turn. You hammer on the brakes, the back of the car comes out and you go.
Fun times had by all. Have either of you ever attempted to make your own video game, like a top-down RPG? Did you ever have that thought as a kid, like some, paper and like pen, like, hey, I can make my own Zelda game. Watch this shit.
The idea crossed my mind, and then it's like, oh, that would require a lot of work, and I'd have to do everything. So I said, no, fuck it. I'm lazy.
I got about a third of the way through a design doc when I was a kid, and then my ADHD took over.
All right. Why do we bring this up?
I don't know, Pedro. Why?
Yes, apparently, Baku Starver, that's the name I was trying to read, decided to basically create a way to get RPG Maker to run as well as it can on Linux. It's a collection of shell scripts, the install script and everything else. Very well labeled out, and so mostly JavaScript. So, it is think of it like, I want to call it like ScumVM, but it's nowhere near as developed as ScumVM. But it is, as it currently stands, it is just collection of scripts that allow RPG Maker, MV, and MZ games to run on Linux, which apparently, according to them, they run all of them, which is bold claim compatibility.
See, look, it even has horror characters at the end.
Oh my god, it's Patrick. No, and they're also claiming in some cases 2 to 4 times better performance than under Wine, which is not nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you are a big RPG Maker fan, then, or you're a fan of RPG Maker games, then, and you are on Linux, this might be the way to experience them without having to, I don't know, deal with slow turn-based combat. I don't know where the performance consideration really comes in, because it's Dragon Quest IV, right? Like that's what RPG Maker is basically. Yeah.
Yes. It's like Final Fantasy 1 through 5, 6.
I remember it was like specifically like inspired by Dragon Quest, but like it's a games of that vintage. But
it's like early 90s JRPG type of situation. Not all of them. There's a lot of games made in RPG Maker that are not RPGs in what you call a traditional sense. But yeah, no, the idea
like
of having
Doom?
Scum,
like Doom.
Yes. Doom is an RPG, as we've established. But yeah, the idea of having something like ScumVM, but to deal with RPG Maker games, maybe even including Game Maker Studio or those engines of that ilk, having that
Get fucked.
because there are people out there, and there are entire YouTube channels dedicated to it, of people that just play RPG Maker games. That's what they do. That's their thing. So having a way, especially older titles that may not work as well nowadays, just having a way to play those, that'd be awesome.
FNA is also similar in that vein, in that like you can basically just kind of drop FNA in to your game directory, and for the most part, it will just run your XNA game.
Yeah. I mean,
just drop in replacements.
It's there. I want to give it a mention because I know that's man, some people's first start, like, because it's very accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Just RPG Maker, and I'm like, hey, I can figure this out, and that could lead to greater things. You could create the next
Lethal Company. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid started off making Roblox mods.
Roblox. Now he's making them Robux.
Now he's making those real bucks. I mean,
he's made a lot
for real.
You can buy even more Robux now.
Now, you do know the three of us are definitely fascinated by VR.
Yes.
Yes.
Completely. Just can't get enough of it. So up next, I would like to present something that I want to say, if I had to react with my feelings, that feeling would be bullshit. However, these facts might get in the way.
There is some data, although I do take issue with some of the collection, as we'll get into. So, uploadvr.com, they posted this survey from the Pew Research Center, I believe it was, that was conducted on about 1,500 of the richest kids that they can find. They don't say where these children came from, or what their economic statuses are, but there are 1,500s of them between the ages of 13 to 17, 32%. And according to this, 32% of boys and 15% of girls, so around like a quarter of the people surveyed, have played virtual reality games on a smartphone or computer. And you might think, well, that's not a lot, but it is a quarter, so that's more than what you would think in this sample size of 1,500 kids. But this could also be counting mobile VR headsets, which don't require the same level of buy-in that PC-based VR systems do. The MetaQuest, Gear VR, all that stuff. And also, according to the polls, kids just aren't into Twitch. They hate it slightly less than the Reddits. But
that tracks. I can imagine, especially for Reddit, there's probably a more old audience. But yeah, I did a bit of a lookup on eBay. The Facebook Quest 1 and 2 are very cheap. You can get just the headset for like £50. For £100, you can get the Quest 2 with the wiggle controllers. If you go up to 150, you can get the one with the actual proper head strap. And yeah, so price wise, and the one that they have in the article at the top with the kid playing, that's the Quest 3. So those are the reasonably priced VR headsets. They're effectively just Android phones in your face.
In your face, Pedro.
No, dude. Because when we think about VR, the three of us, and I think a lot of our audience, when you say VR, our brain, the cost of that starts with 1,000. Because we want a different type of VR. That's the experience a lot of us are looking for. And the survey says, they don't ask whether or not they own the headsets. This is have you experienced the VR? So they have access to one. They know a guy. My friend's got one. I put it on my face. And Quest headsets, man. Like Pedro's pointing out, they're cheap. You can get one for a couple $100. You can pop it on, have that experience. I see Scott in chat realm. He's like, VR chat. And I'm like, that's probably a thing. I know it exists. So I just don't know to what extent. But 24% does seem about right for the amount of the teenagers between age 13 to 17 who fucked around with one, right? I'm like, yeah, pop it on, play with it. It's not a daily driver, but that kind of, I think that usage pattern would carry across a larger age range if the survey was extended. Maybe.
Possibly.
24% seems okay, is because again, it's not that expensive. So probably parents bought it and it's just sitting there and they play Beat Saber on it.
I get an update coming in from the correction. That's the only thing Scott uses is War. Okay.
Yes. Well, so the other thing too is VR is an activity that you gotta kind of exclusively do, right? The other most of the time spent playing video games, according to this survey, is on their phone or on their console, which generally means that you're not going, which is a thing that you can do while doing other stuff, right? Like you can have YouTube videos on another device. You could have There's this whole thing about second screen games. I barely have enough fucking attention span to play one game at a time. These motherfuckers are playing two. I got my main game, and then while the cinematics are going, I play Balatro on the side or something.
What do you think you can handle from the other direction? Because once you get locked into that VR headset, your squirrel instinct can hammer all it wants, but it's stuck in there with you, baby.
Well, I think that's why you would say, well, if I want to be able to squirrel, so I'm just not going to VR. But yeah, but again, it's one of these things where there are other activities that compete with the time required to do a VR game. So
there is, and you make a lot of money. That's one of the things they brought up in the study, developers doing stuff with the Oculus, and they're we getting paid, man. Pretty good ROI on that. And 24%, yeah, that looks another thing that was interesting to me, with this breakdown between ages of 13 to 17 again. So we're seeing, 73% gaming console, 70% mobile phone. I honestly thought the old smartphone would be higher than gaming consoles by now, but not by fucking much, apparently. It's just under at 70%. Desktop, laptop computers, we're hanging in there, man. Us old timers in the squishy middle at 49%.
And these aren't mutually exclusive either. So like,
no, they're not. I'm just reading off the chart, homie. Then we got, our virtual reality headsets at the 24% number. Still getting beat by tablet computing for gaming. So,
and when you, okay, so they probably, if they did the thing in a wealthy side of town, as Jordan mentioned, then yes, you probably, because I'm looking at that 33% in tablet computers and I'm going, I don't know if 33% of the people I know have tablets. Most of them don't.
How many do you have, Jordan? Because you can get them on Amazon for like $70.
I mean, people have the family iPad, right?
Tablets are cheap as fuck. Yeah. I didn't say good tablets, homie.
That's the thing. They don't even have the cheap tablets. The people around me, the only ones that have tablets it tend to be the one that have the iPad.
Okay, I need to know how come you hang around with so many 13 to 17-year-olds. That's the question. We'll just shelve that for now.
No, that's the thing.
Allowed to hang out
the
with
13 to 17-year-olds didn't buy the iPad because they can't afford it.
He's not allowed
their
within 50
parents'
feet
iPad. So yeah, no, don't give me that.
I'll give you a tablet. You got a tablet.
That's the thing. I even went out of my way to turn my Chromebook into just a Linux 2-in-1 laptop that I use as a tablet.
But you've bought a tablet.
Well, I also have this Toshiba x86 tablet.
That's just a broken laptop. That doesn't count.
I don't know. You know what? I have tried, and tablets and me just don't click. They just don't.
I love them. You didn't watch enough DS9.
Dude, I watched the shit ton of Stargate Atlantis. I wanted those fucking tablets that could hack into the ancient computers and shit.
Dude, I remember being a kid watching DS9, just seeing how absurd it was that they had multiple tablets for different things. Going bullshit. That's
right.
Here I am, like, all right, where's this tablet?
Yeah, and you can get a Kindle 7-inch for like $50 or whatever. Yes. So you
the transparent smartphone thingies that they have in the Expanse. That's my approximation of a tablet.
That's the convergence device, right? Because it's a terminal for a bigger computer system. So yeah.
I always
that's what I want.
The one thing, like, this is like such a sci-fi trope, is like the holographic monitor display that just kind of. That always looks like ass. Like, we're never trading one for the other, dude. We're not trading like fucking 4 and 8K fucking screens for like a blocky ass glitchy thing just because we can see through it. That's never gonna play out like that.
It turns out that keyboard and mouse is pretty efficient in terms of getting shit done on a computer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think we're ever going to be able to beat that.
I don't know. Like, I'm thinking like maybe by the Vision Pro 6, once it's light enough, battery enough, high res enough, to pop that bitch on, and I cannot tell that I'm not in the room with the monitors.
Well, that's because the Vision Pro 6 also has like a heroin syringe that it just like jams into your neck.
Dude, like, but seriously, where's the counter argument once it gets to, because it will get indistinguishable. Like, once you can pop that on and you cannot tell, your brain meats are being fooled 100%. And you're like, yeah, I'm in the room with my monitors. Yes, okay, yes. Galvatron's here with me, but
sexy Galvatron.
Sometimes he's still there when I take it off, too.
See,
he's wearing underwear
at
this
that
time.
Point, the companies that are developing the VR space are going to be putting ads and forcing shit into the VR spaces that you're in, that you will never forget that you are in that VR space.
No, they're gonna do the subtle shit where they like do the subliminal fucking advertisements. So like you don't even realize you're being advertised to, but it's fucking Yvonne Niage at like fucking some sub frequency go into your brain every time you put that
Get a little
on.
blood you're coming out of your ear. You're like, what's going on here, man?
Yeah, you just every so often get a little nosebleed,
Little drop.
some blood. Yeah, some blood coming out of your eye holes. Like,
Right. You gotta get your nose
blood
blood pads set up before you get to work. Like,
no. Apple sells like the eye napkin that you can use to sop up your blood.
There we go.
It's $50 a napkin.
50, yeah. And they're disposable too, right? Single use. Let us know what you think. Do you think these numbers are bullshit? They seem like the console and smartphones seem legit enough to where I believe the rest of them. Do you game on consoles? I know some of you are like, man, I run Linux day in and day out. Been doing it for like 1,011 years, but like I game on my PlayStation.
Does this count as a console?
Fuck no. You're Hackatoy. Get that out of my screen.
Because if the Steam Deck counts as a console, then yeah, I game on a fucking console.
Well, it runs console.
I mean, you can play console games on it.
No, when you go into KDE, you click on console.
Yeah, the KDE terminal's console.
I don't want it to crash.
Okay, then you need to install GNOME.
I usually put Windows on it. It'll probably fuck it up pretty hard.
No, you gotta install the MSI Armory crate first.
Right. Oh, dude.
At least the Windows drivers for the Steam Deck at least now have proper audio drivers working.
Man, I was gonna make, but at least you won't be able to hear its scream joke. Womp womp.
Oh no, the fan will still be screaming because there's no fucking thermal management.
Oh, nice. Yeah. What speed's your fan running? On.
It's Windows. It's just on all the time.
It's on, baby. Let us know if you want to get in contact with us. Head over to LinuxGameCast.com. We got a contact button. Fill that shit out. Smash that button, fam. We get an email and hey, it was pretty good. We might read about it right here on this show. Leave a YouTube comment. Leave a comment on the post on Patreon if you're one of the beautiful people supporting the show. But we got two little bits we want to get into, starting with VR. I thought this was topical, tripical. Just a little mention about something we left out in our conversation about VR last week, which is important.
This is from Saberfang X, and they say VR can die. The hidden gems to do in VR with ladies or guys, and the magic of invisible cloths still a thing. Yes,
Zoom type.
How much of the cheap VR porn, Pedro? Here, I'll tell you about it when you get over.
I know that's cheap vodka did this guy drink before typing
what the fuck?
It's somebody that watches our show. Just be glad we get what we get. Okay? Effort was used here. This wasn't lazy writing.
Fair enough. They did try. These are words that you can.
We appreciate the comment, but the fuck.
I would like to respond. I'm just unclear as to what it's saying.
Yeah, no, it's about VR porn. It's
this is
porn
like one of the reasons, because last week I said, when's VR going to die this time? When's going to be the death of VR? And like, I think the clap back here is like, it's not going anywhere. I don't know how widespread is VR porn.
That's the thing. When people started to realize that phone screens were good enough to watch porn on, we started to see the increase of phone screens.
Oh, I thought you could. All right. No.
So phone now, screens. If the VR headset is
phone screens,
yeah. But if the VR headset is now good enough that it can give you high quality porn, then yeah, it's probably never going to go away.
I still maintain like all the juice in VR is like all the non-fucking gaming shit, that it can be revolutionary to like save people's lives and stuff. But we gotta like,
you gotta imagine though, like everybody probably has like one friend that is not tech savvy at all. I know a dude who works construction that I'm pretty good friends with, and I don't like to hang out with him. Like, I know if I walked into his house and I saw like an Oculus Quest, I knew damn well what that was used for.
Oh yeah, no, there's like some sponges with some balloons on top of nearby.
I just wouldn't even mention it. I'm like, all right, right on. You do. Like, I wouldn't be judgy at all, but I'd have no illusions that homie was into gaming.
To North Ranger's point, yeah, porn does sort of occasionally have the diminishing returns of, oh, that's a little too high quality. Oh boy. let's
yes, you want the power of fantasy, you don't want the gritty realism.
Then I guess you don't want to be tethered to the ceiling with your flight houses and shit. So maybe that's the market. Maybe that's what's keeping these things alive.
It could be a BDSM thing.
Could be. Yes.
Introducing the eye gag.
I mean, it's just a gag that looks like an eyeball. It's the eye gag.
but it's $300.
It just looks like an apple. Oh, that'd actually be pretty good.
There we
like
go.
A ball gag that looks like an apple.
Done.
Yeah.
Sold. Apple. Get on it.
like a suckling pig or some shit. Yeah.
Up next, streaming to something?
To Twitch. Yeah.
Is it Twitch?
I think you're
somewhere.
about,
All right.
Yeah, because
Whatever. I'll read it. Oh, you read it. I'll read it while you're reading it to digest.
Sure. All right. So this is from Rob. It says, I was all set to test AV1 encoding on OBS with Linux, but then reality reared its ugly head. Apparently, even with my fancy new RTX 4070 Super and a bitrate of 13,000, AV1 doesn't match the quality of Hevica at 1440p ? Do I need any extra Linux configurations? Now, I don't think any of us are like super money bags. We don't have 4070s kicking around. So I don't think we have a specific answer. Do we?
I have more questions. What are you?
Yes, go ahead. Wealthy one.
No. What
Here,
are you
you take the
streaming
money, big
to? What are you streaming to? Probably YouTube with a bitrate of 13,000.
Could be streaming to Discord, strangely enough.
Oh, Discord, yes. Yes.
I mean, that's where people under the age of 30 stream to now.
Yeah, but don't you just do that on Discord, or do you do it? Yeah, I suppose you can do it from OBS and then stream that into Discord.
Yeah.
They do have a thing for supporting both. You can do it in the app, or you
can stream directly to him.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. So doesn't match the quality of HEVC, so H.265.
That is HEVC.
Yes.
Yes, that thing.
I'm guessing at that bit rate, if it's a fixed bit rate, then yeah, it should look about the same.
Depending on what type of game it is, you need to include like little bits of information, because like if we're playing fucking I don't know, Papers, Please.
We're playing RPG Maker Doom.
Okay. All right, 4070 Super. The AV1 should. I don't know. Someone buy me a 4070 Super, and I'll gladly answer these questions with more authority.
Right? Yeah.
According to Pedro, the AMD AV1 in Jordan, that it was supported with VAPI.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the stunted, drooling glue stick munching version of it, but it works. And I know it works for a fact with the Intel, because we did the video on it. Here's the big secret. AV1 is almost as good as H.265. Almost. It's getting close. It's frighteningly close. It's almost as good as the thing that's been out for 7 years that you just couldn't use because it was patent encumbered.
And I mean, like, I think that's why they're able to charge what they do for HAVC, right? They're like, well, yeah, look at what we got.
During all that time, AV1 is the only thing that's even
remotely close, yeah.
So, yeah, you got something positively fucked, unless you're trying to scream at like UHD with a 13,000. Like, you should be able to do 1080p 60 or 1080p 120 on that high motion. Like, if you're at OBS, here's another thing, and you're using an NVIDIA card, disable look ahead, keep psycho visual tuning enabled, because it's really just a bullshit NVIDIA speak for AQ strength. Set your max B frames if you're doing high motion to 2. Try to keep it around 2, somewhere in there.
Or recommendation for just is usually 2.
Maybe 3 if it's really kicking up. Don't put it on auto. Don't use look ahead, because that uses the NVIDIA tries to figure it out. It's always bad. And your keyframes on 2. But yeah, 1440p, like, unless you're trying to do 1440p 120, you should be getting really good results. Either one, even H.264 should be good at that bit rate, because that's a very high bit rate.
Yeah, that should, unless you're trying to do really, really high refresh.
All they're playing is Ravercorn.
They're playing Plants
like
vs.
a really
Zombies.
high refresh and something with a lot of leaves and foliage and stuff.
Pokemon Red.
Oh.
Good luck. Let us know. More details next time. We'll be able to help you out.
Yes, a bit more detail.
Oh, man. If you want to help us out, you want to become one of the super awesome, happy, fun time people that support this show, Click on the support tab over at LinuxGameCast.com. We have a Patreon, which is the best way to do it. You get a bunch of bonus sodas thrown in your direction, access to the pre-super shows in our Discord, and a gang of other shit. Pick your rewards. We'd love that. We got LibrePay, PayPal, Bitcoin. We got Amazon wish list. If you pick up something from our wish list, dude, check this out. Send in a note and we'll read it on this show. Try to make it a little bit raunchy, though. Give us some happy, fun things to read. We got a merch store. We got an Amazon storefront. And, of course, a humble bundle affiliate link. All available on LinuxGameCast.com. We do thank you for your support. Let us do this as long as we have. And, of course, Don. With that resub.
Don
42 is a magical number, Jordan. Why is 42 such a magical number? Why does it make your toes twinkle?
Answer to right the life, the universe, and everything.
Somebody shows up with 24. Do you charge them double for the bucket of chicken?
I'm charging them if they show up with chicken.
Big brain, something to think about. Keep you up at night.
Yeah, the delivery guy shows up. It's like, okay, now you pay me.
Shit right
It
there,
shows
man.
up with some chicken. It's like, give me $40, and then you take the $40 and the chicken
And run.
Yeah,
and run,
you
damn it.
you gotta pay me to eat this shit, motherfucker. Leave a good review.
Yes, 5 stars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come watch us live. We do this live recording Saturdays, 7:30 if you're a patron. Yeah, there you go. There's another bonus soda. Come listen to the pre-super shows and talk with us. And back here on Twitch at 8:30. Jordan does streaming on Thursdays. Are you still doing the Outer Any Worlds?
Yeah, still going around with that. Still having fun with it.
Right.
Have you gotten out of the spaceship thingy? I can't remember the name.
I left the spaceship
Gregory.
and I'm on the moon. Yeah, there's one of the moons. I'm on one of the moons. There's no atmosphere.
Cool. If you want to get your racing on, Trackmania, old school Trackmania, none of that new shit the kids are playing. Trackmania 2, the old ancient one. Come play with the old ancient people. I think it's like 30 plus. That's where you need to be on Tuesdays and Fridays. All the information again at LinuxGameCast.com. That's gonna do it for this week, everybody. Oh, probably a good time. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Can we just
It is time.
cue the music?
What is time?
As I said, you can always find this kicking off right here on Twitch. 8:30 Eastern Standard Moon Time every Saturday. Come participate if you fucking dare. Which I just did. I just thrown it down. Get in touch with me. I'm on Twitter. At Vincezone. We got a Mastodon. I'm on Mastodon. Makes sense, right? There is a connection there when you think about it. Just at Vin over at mast.linuxgamecast.com. I got a Blue Sky, but I don't even know what. It's just Vin. Do a search there. And of course, I'm in our Discord. I'm in our IRC. Chitting and chatting the other 6 days of the week.
I'm Jordan, and no matter how much bandwidth you give me, no matter how much bitrate, it just won't improve the quality of this. Follow me on Twitter at The Burning Fool, on Mastodon at Frojo, at mast.linuxgamecast.com, and at Blue Sky at Frojo at
Blue Sky. It's haunted.
Boo.
And you won't find anything more artifacty looking than my face. So feel free to follow
They
me
can
on
add you as a friend
Mastodon.
on PSN, motherfucker.
You can?
Yes.
Good luck with me accepting it.
Invade his Bloodborne game. Do it.
Bribe him.
Show up to his house.
Unaccounted for at mass.linuxgamecast.com if you want to follow me on social medias for whatever reason.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for your name and lights or credits. Let's do it.
Lightning credits. Illegal in the United States because you'll choke on it.
Creditis.
Oh no, I got some bad creditis in my ball sack. Well, we got to thank our advisors at Megastar Theron, our executive producers, Barbara Ramp, Scott, Atomic, Mike, Tomaj, David, Eshep, Ian, Kurducky, 12345, Haplo Drummer, and our little Nicky fans. They are Super Desto, Empty, Glorious Egg Roll, and Turbo Treeslaw.
And the Sea Monsters are Renault, Rider X, Machina, Trudgy, Veritanuda, Justin, Darkwing, System D, Dancing Joe, DeCresney, Oogie1, and Frostclaw.
I don't know, dude. Like, it's our
Frosty's
closed
back.
captioning system's talking about
Romeo,
karate. I was having a blast reading
Renee,
that.
Leonardo,
All of our
Kim,
cheerleaders.
Chris, Stephen, Jill, Benjamin, Doom 2.1, Stephen B, Beck, Dodger, Zeno.
Hey, Craig.
Mr. Fox,
Douglas.
Fine,
And
Jean
of course, our
Pepper.
finest upstanding cannibals like Carl, Mike, Arthur, and Linux, Nero, Aldius, Noctilus, John, Eshep, Gamatron, Uno, Diaz, and Joe, Aromatic, Tav, and Kai Jorai. We thank you for
You're
your
all
support.
truly wonderful.
We thank you for your service.
Even if you do use your headset for VR chat.
That you're servicing people in VR.
People get their rocks off everywhere, so...
Bound judge. Dynafire, everyone. We'll see you next week. Yay! We did it, Reddit!
Oh my god.
I'm doing my part.
I'm telling you, man, Helldivers opens strong if you haven't seen that opening video for that.
Oh yeah, no, that fucking... Dear God, my family! That shit was so good.
I was
like, oh no!
I forget the streamer that was watching it. I'm like, I don't really fucking care. And he's like, oh, we're going to be trying this game. And I'm like, all right. Like, then I just out of respect for that fucking opening, I watched 30 minutes of that stream.
Right, like, that is what... I'm like, I wanted to play Helldivers. Now I don't because of all the fucking PSN bullshit, but that cinematic, I'm like, okay, all right, you have my attention. Sweet liberty, no! This bug just shows up on his lawn.
Oh, dude. That was like, fuck. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, I guess, wait, maybe that works?
Oh yeah, this one's relevant again because the Fallout show's popular.
I enjoyed the Fallout show.
Are you, vault keeping? When somebody asks you about Fallout, you're like, whatever. Oh, now you care?
Oh, I read the book.
Oh, right. Read the book.
Yeah. Actually, I have the book. It's in the bedroom. The
novelization of Fallout.
No, it's the lore book /
the
manual
Primo strategy guide.
I mean, I've read the Fallout book. I didn't really get it though. Like,
oh sugar, we're going down.
But no, it's the combination manual and the memoirs of the original Vault Dweller that came with Fallout 2. It basically gives a retelling of the story of Fallout 1 as written by the original Vault Dweller.
The character of Fallout 1.
Yes. The player
Does
character.
he like embellish
John
everything and be
H.
like
Fallout? Yeah.
And then I took my rippling pecs and 12-inch cock over to the other vaults and I impregnated all of them and
That's the thing. In Fallout 1, you get out of the vault in order to find a way to fix the water chip, or to
yeah, they
more water to
made
the
a little
vault.
reference to that in the show. It's like,
Yeah.
oh no, the water chip's broken again. Like, oh shit, here we go.
The water chip?
Yeah.
That was like the big inciting incident for the first game. Is like, this irreplaceable thing is broken, or this unfixable thing is broken. Go out and find a new one.
I don't know.
It's basically the control module for the water filtration system. They call it the water chip.
Could they just like run it through, I don't know, like a rag or future space rag?
They could, except the problem isn't the filters themselves, it's the control system for it, which was designed by Vaultec to fail. And they were supposed to have had several shipments of replacement water chips delivered to the vault. Except those shipments were delivered to Vault 8 instead of Vault 13. When you go to Vault 8 in Fallout 2...
the 30-year-old game, Pedro.
Yeah, in Fallout 2, when you go to Vault 8, you actually find, like, the crates, the unused crates of thousands of water chips that never got used.
Oh, man. Whoever it was on Mastodon, that's my I'm fucking around with shit cable, if you're ever wondering. You asked.
The red cable.
Yeah, anytime you see, like, Ethernet plugged into a fucking fiber switch, yeah.
The red cable of doom.
I have a red Ethernet cable, but it's the one that's plugged into the dock that sometimes the Steam Deck gets plugged into, sometimes laptops get plugged into.
I have this red Type-C cable that came with my OnePlus phone.
I have a red Type-C cable as well that someone left on my desk at work.
I have this red book.
That is quite
also
red.
Red.
Also red.
This container for THC vape is pink, but it kind of looks like red over the camera.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. The vape is got red fake leather thingies.
I got red controllers, I'm just not picking them up.
My blood is red.
Ah. Don't do blood, kids. Not even once.
How to take a game way too far.
Yes.
I win.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, there we go. I have one of those.
Oh, there. This crappy
That's also
D20 that
red.
rolls like garbage is red,
Ah.
and I hate it. This is the die I use when I want to fail rolls.
Yeah, I can't hang with like the chatty teeth, man. I played that Batman game. Those motherfuckers were all throughout that fucking game. I hated those things so much. Oh, you guys want to fuck around with oh, there was the update to Chicken Horse.
The hearse?
Why am I getting encoder overloaded? What's this thing being a pun about? Oh, I must have like GL enabled.
Too much bitrate.
It's not even the bit rate. It's fucking Steam. It's a Steam beta. It was doing. I must have like hardware acceleration enabled. Yeah, dude. Like anytime I fucking touch it. Huh. That's a new one. All right, I guess I'm going to disable that. You guys are going to get some choppy ass fucking video while I'm in these settings.
Yes.
Okie
The return video is getting a little
Interface. Disable GPU acceleration. Yeah, no, restart now. The dangers of Steam beta. My little bit. See, yeah, I desperately need the 3070 Super. See, guys? Oh, wait, 4070 Super.
4070 Super.
I don't know, Scott, how's the 4070 been treating you?
Did this guy get the Super or the TI?
I think he got the TI.
It was one of them. I know it
He
was
may
a
have just
4070.
He may have gotten the 4070 because,
been.
like, that shit's already $800. Like, that's why I got the 7800 because it's like it's the same but for $600. I like not spending $200.
I would have bought the fucking 4060 Super if it wasn't for 128-bit memory bus on the damn thing. I'm like, odd way to get the 16 gig card there, NVIDIA. Weird flex, homie. Are we just at the part where Steam doesn't want to open now? Nice.
The current beta, I have to kill 9 it every single time I want to shut down because it just hangs and doesn't. Well, it takes I think it's 30 seconds the default now for systemd to go, no, you've already been told to quit. You're gonna die.
Isn't that always the fun when the system shuts down and you're like, power off, and it's like, I've already dropped out of X or Wayland or whatever, and like, then that fucking line shows. I'm like, God damn it. How long is this one going to take? A minute? 2 minutes? I'm not going anywhere.
You know, we lost the really slow boot up times, but we gained this. So like, yeah, boot time is like 3 seconds. Shutdown time is like 20 minutes now.
Right. Come on, Steam.
Okay, that was quick to download. Chicken hearse.
Now, did this thing charge? Because my red USB-C cable is terrible.
I got charged batteries. Probably. What is that? Oh, that's what that was. I miss old Steam UI. Still.
This one doesn't bother me.
I mean, desensitized to it now, but I still have fond memories of it being a lot lighter.
I remember when it was olive green.
Before my days, Grandpa.
Yes, when it was green and everyone hated fucking Steam.
And I retweeted that thing this week where it's just like, it's this one trick CEOs hate it. Do nothing. People will like you.
Yes.
It's so wild, man. That just goes to show people don't know what the fuck they want, right? Nobody wanted online downloadable games. Nobody.
Well, I think that may have also been like a technology thing too, but like it all goes hand in hand, right? Where these days,
internet gets fast enough, and yeah, all of a sudden that's a lot more convenient. Yes.
I remember Direct to Drive, and it's like download. It's for Serious Sam 2. It still took a good amount of time back in 2000, and I want to say 4-ish to like download a whole ass game over the internet.
Yeah,
especially over Wi-Fi.
Half-Life 2. I got that in 2004, and Steam was a hard requirement. You gotta have Steam. You gotta have Steam. Fuck me, I gotta have Steam. That's when I learned to fucking hate Steam.
You could have bought a real gaming console with your orange box. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna fuck around with Ultimate Chicken Horse. We got room for one person if they want to pop in. I guess I'll try to light up Discord. I've been meaning to try that. Oh, if you're listening and want to just continue listening, we'll be in the after shows. Or if you'd like to participate and say some words, try to keep it NC-17 rated, and we will be over in the after shows. Burp, burp.
And remember, once you get into Chicken Horse, don't use your mouse for anything. Use your controller or whatever you want.
Flying Spaghetti Monster, bless you. I would have.
Yep.
Yep.
I need to pee. I'll be right back.
All right, you do that. Discord mono out. Going into 5. Oh, now we got to play this game. You know, one of these days I'm just going to save this. 1, 2, 3.
But today is not this
Not that day, man. 5 is going to go into 4. And where does the ox come out of? Ox G. I'll put 5.
G5.
G5, baby. I'll put 5.
You sunk my Scrabble ship.
There we go. Reddit. Theoretically, that would work.
Oh, God.
So, did you know latency top exists?
Latency top.
Latency top.
Now, is it just overall latency, or is it
Kernel latency. It gives you a view of every fucking thing running through the kernel in real time.
Every syscall, and okay.
Now, admittedly, you have to compile a custom kernel in order to use the piece of software.
I suppose it needs the hooks in order to do that.
Yeah, which are not on by default, but that is a handy fucking tool.
Okay. I had an experience this week where I had to use fucking TCP dump, and I got it right the first fucking time.
Oh, nice.
Got exactly what I needed to out of the network traffic. Because it's always like, I get information overload when I'm looking at wire captures.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
you got to stare at it long enough to get the pattern recognition in.
Yeah. So it's always, I always found it like really intimidating to do. But I did it. I'm like, oh yeah, and I just, if I restrict it to this port and I'm only looking at this network traffic, and oh hey, here we go. This is my shit.
I was really glad to see that MikroTik in the latest RC, they've added their own version of Pi-hole built into the OS.
Nice.
You can just add anybody's list to it that you want.
Oh, so it accepts the format of whatever. Nice.
You can just point it at URLs, man. Tell it how often you want it to update, and it'll just take care of it.
But what if you Pi-hole those URLs though?
Dun dun dun. Yeah, I thought it was just like it's like one less device to have like plugged into the network stack, you know? Like just do it right there on the fucking router. Discord main mix. So recording should be.
Patrick is muted anyways.
I'm trying to.
He's just creeping.
Discord mono in, I guess, is the one I should go for. Discord mono in. All right, so it should be working. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta get you in the torture device that has microtech. One of us. Join the cult.
Cult.
Where you find yourself regularly checking a Latvian website for updates.
Alright.
Oh, it's going to go full screen. Okay, options. Audio and video. Windowed on. Resolution, not that. Too far. What do we think of like round robin resolutions? I'm a fan of the damn drop downs.
Like round robin DNS resolution? Like
No, monitor resolution.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where you have to like
Cycle through all the
yeah.
motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm team drop down. Yeah, let me just pick my fucking resolution. I get from the idea of like, here, let me show you what each of these options look like. But if you're gonna do that, also give me a drop down option.
Although there are some games that when you have the drop down, they don't clip the drop down where the screen ends.
Oh yeah, they don't have a scroll wheel.
Yes.
So then you have to guess.
Well, you can usually get it in the ballpark to where it'll show you the rest of it.
Yes,
Right, yeah,
you can usually get a higher resolution. So yeah, in that case, I prefer like a table. Give me a table with all of the resolutions, so I can just go and click on the one that I want.
Well, I think ideally you get like both. You get the step and the selector. I think that's my ideal situation is where, yeah.
25% of DNS requests are blocked right at the router. Yeah.
I mean, I believe that. Like, I would imagine like more than 50% of the requests going out of your going out of any like given browser session is going to like tracking shit, right? So,
Oh, dude, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like I see that time all the time with like script block, where you will like hit a site and like none of this works, and you click the button and it's just like scrollable the amount of bullshit it's trying to hook into. You're like, no, homie.
I gotta bring back static websites. Fuck.
Run
yeah.
uBlock Origin on literally any Microsoft website.
I want the web to just be fucking text again with the occasional image thrown in.
Dude, they were talking about Gopher on Hacker News earlier this week. I got out myself, dude. I was like, well, fuck, because somebody posted a little like active Gopher shit, and I'm like, well, let me go check. And like, I was digging around in fucking Gopher, and I was like, I remember hating this shit. Yeah, no, let's not go back. Let's go back to Web 1.0 hypertext links, but let's not go back to Gopher. 2-3 chat,
The elephant in the room.
Discord overlay chat.
Okay, so now I know what the question marks mean. The question marks mean that it has that level has, yeah.
Welcome to 4 years ago.
All right, I'm gonna have to
I
like.
only learned that last week from the the changelog notes.
Okay, what is it? Oh, the question marks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where the unlockable shit is.
Copy after games.
like the characters and the other stuff.
We got our 50-50 split, so I can split Jordan down the middle. We got 2 Jordan.
Split me.
Chicken.
Oh, no.
Split chicken.
Spit roast me, baby.
All right. We do need game audio. Hit that. Let me see. What is this thing trying to output audio to? Playback. Nothing.
We got accessories here. Chicken doesn't have anything. Sheep have something.
Ven too.
Jackson game audio playback. I'm guessing you guys are getting audio, right? From the game, right?
From
from your own
game.
games.
Yes.
My game, yeah.
Old. Why you no see my sound, bruh? What's going on?
Cursors.
You have 2 characters in the game.
Yeah, I know. It's getting restarted either way, though.
Mm-hmm.
Womp womp. Did I have this, like, trying to run this through Proton or some shit way back in the day? For some reason?
Disconnected. Disconnected.
Come on, do the update.
Come on, baby, do the update motion.
It's actually drawing a little dual shock on the controller.
What?
In the options menu, the controller thingy at the top, it actually has a dual shock drawn on it. That's
okay.
nice.
Come on, Boopy. You can do it.
It's boopy and schmoopy.
I was thinking about it.
Is there a new Jackbox game out?
There is. That tells you a lot about it, doesn't it? I'd look. I'll get it when it's on, like, an okay sale, but I didn't see anything, like, in there that I was like, oh shit, we'll have a fun time playing that. Hey, we got game audio.
Hey!
Okay, now I gotta do the careful dance. Don't touch anything.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch that mouse.
1920. Whoa, too small.
1920 by 1.
Yeah. All right.
Those are flaming tennis balls. That's what they're supposed to be. Okay.
Oh. All right.
If the picture on the title screen is to be believed, those are flaming tennis balls. I just assumed they were like fire bullets or something, like
Reasonable.
Just, yeah, fireballs.
they are in fact flaming tennis balls. All right, it makes sense.
Probably better a tennis ball than like a bowl of poop on fire.
Just firing like flaming turds at things. Are we gonna have a player 4?
They can join in if they want. I'll put it in friends only. I can't name this thing, right?
No.
Right.
That would be the ultimate chicken
them.
horse. I gotta get something to drink though.
Hey, Trash Panda.
Not letting me in. Can I join Aslet?
How did you manage to break it?
I installed Temple OS and then tributed my soul to Satan.
Then you got Steam running?
I tributed my soul to Satan, Pedro. With the power of God, Satan, and anime on my side.
Okay, so you're running the tainted version of Temple OS.
Tainted glove? Yes.
It's a heretic OS.
Oh, no. Oh shit. I just realized I gotta actually like have that item in my D&D campaign, the tainted glove. Whoa. Now you know you gotta run away. You gotta get away. I heard a fucking cover of Karma Chameleon at the fucking grocery store the other day. They are scraping the bottom of the barrel for some of these fucking songs. These like pop songs that they own the rights to. Can I join Buttass now? Hey, it's letting me do that after I restart. I'm going to be Elefante Gigante. I'm so fucking hungry. Unrelated. I'm fucking starving. I can't eat any more food today. I'm miserable. I'm gonna fucking lose because I'm terrible at platforming games. And I don't like losing, so I'm just gonna be miserable for this entire fucking thing. I hope you appreciate this, audience. I do it for you.
Usually on Saturdays the day that I eat the most, because I'm going to have to be up for several more hours than I usually am. So for dinner, I had an entire, like, oven tray of lasagna. I just ate the whole thing.
Did you just like, wait, was it microwave or oven? Like
the oven ones.
So you just grabbed a fork and fucked it up?
Yeah. It's like the pre-made ones that you just put it in the oven for 30 minutes and that's
get your straw and you're like, let's go.
You get your stroganoff.
It's like a kilo of lasagna and I just ate it.
That sounds wonderful.
I feel like I could eat a kilo of
Yeah, I'm on 3,000 calories a day, which sounds like a lot, but it isn't for me. And I'm dying.
I'm usually under that a day.
Just a bit over here, yeah. All right, so what do we need to do to get to the new levels?
There's one of the nude levels is at the top here.
The nude levels?
The dance party?
Plant or
dance party.
All right.
Didn't we? No, we did dance party last time.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's one of the newer levels.
Yeah.
Right.
So we need to do the old mansion?
Question mark or old man or pyramid or old mansion.
All right.
Let's go to the chopper.
Democracy.
We need to get back to the Fargate. Oh yeah, there's a crashed spaceship. So yeah, you know, the aliens.
Okay, so just get from one side of the pyramid to the other.
It's a golf course. Okay, all right. Oh, I only have 2 options for this.
Oh, okay, that's the rotate. I was wondering.
All right.
Because we want to get there, right? We want to get to the secret thingy.
Yeah, you want to get there first.
To unlock the levels, we need to get the thing. There. Thing. Level discovered. There. Windmill for burning fool.
No! You dick. Better love story than Bedrock.
I do like how the Sphinx has no nose. Choking on balls.
Foist.
This is the best I'm gonna do in this entire fucking game. So.
All right. Damn it! How do you know what I got? What does that do? We're gonna find the fuck out, aren't we? No!
Oh, I see.
I see. I don't know.
I see.
It's on 10 Wales. Give me something good. Give me.
Everyone went for the saw blade.
I mean, when in doubt, man. Yes.
Okay, so get fucked. Got it.
No! Damn it! Double sword.
Oh, fuck! No, I didn't hit the jump button in time. Alright.
Yeah.
Just fucking put some barbed wire anywhere. Great. All right.
Okay, so the barbed wire is doing that. No. Fuck. I thought I was far enough away that I wouldn't get sucked. Yes.
Damn it, it's doable too.
And this is where it starts getting funky, because now we made it too hard.
I haven't made it hard enough just yet.
I don't know if it is doable. Oh, okay, never mind. Turns out.
Yeah.
No.
All right. No! Who the fuck put a saw blade there?
Oh, fuck.
No! God damn it.
No!
Nailed it.
Just pro strats. And then amateur watching this might have What's barrel do? Does it
I think
roll?
it's just a platform.
Just barrel. All right.
No! I missed.
Let's go. Ooh, bonus comeback.
All right.
No, God damn it.
No.
Oh, you got it.
All right. Almost.
It's a
Almost. Oh no, there's a nuke.
Thread the needle.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Fuck. I thought I'd gotten away with it.
Well, I didn't. Womp womp.
show me the real Mario Maker.
You're wrecked, Gabe. Now you're fucking with their disabilities.
Yeah. Now it's like, how do we make this even more fucky so no one wins? What the fuck was that Mr. Bean noise?
I wanted to get past it.
Nope.
Oh, so close. If I could have made it to that one ledge, it would have been doable. It would have been doable. Why did they call you Cockknocker, actually? That's a fascinating
I asked an interesting question. Avenge me, M. Night.
I don't know. What the fuck am I gonna do with this shit?
It's like, you know what? That timeline wasn't dark enough. Wow.
Hey.
Oh, whoa!
Double.
No way! All right, Pedro wins.
Woo.
Hey, I got second place. I'll take it. It's better than I usually do in this fucking game, especially with my blood sugar level. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I'm hungry and dumb.
Did we unlock a thing?
Yes.
What do we look? What did it say?
What did we get?
We may have gotten like a skin or something. I don't know.
Oh, that could have been it.
Did it say how to unlock things? Just go to things with question marks in them, right?
Yeah,
Just go to things
go
with
to the
question
thing with the
marks and
question mark and pick up the box with the question mark.
Oh god. My head. All right. Well, the thing's over there.
Ah.
Sticky
Right.
box.
Start goal. There's a button there. What this? Oh, the button calls the elevator. Right. Okay.
And that can crush people, by the way.
Yes.
That. Dun, 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 dun.
I can wait, Pedro. All right.
Product placement in 3, 2.
Let's call the elevator then. There you go.
Aha.
Squirrel wants to play for unaccounted for. Okay.
What, did I just die? Oh, I guess so.
Oh, you touched the glass.
Broken glass. Flamethrower.
Dick.
Oh, that didn't stick. That's not fair.
Oh, what? Nope.
Yeah, you guys have fun with that
Thorns.
horseshit.
All right.
Okay, so the flamethrower's destroying my Tetris piece there. Let's see if we can make the flamethrower interesting.
Just put a happy little flower. Right over here. It's just a happy little guy.
It's such a happy flower.
That's the noise I make when I get the pea shivers.
I want to get this. What the hell killed me? Oh,
Bad timing, bad timing.
Right, well, how do I fuck
Oh, the thorns killed you.
yeah.
Oh, you can just do that? Oh, okay.
Well, I had no idea that would work, but I'm glad it did.
No need to risk it. What the? Oh, that's a more flamethrower?
Close off that route. No one,
Yeah.
no one's taking advantage of that shit anymore. Now that we have oh, nope. Roasted. What? Again, why are you making Mr. Bean noises? Oh.
Dynamite.
Oh.
Careful. Spicy.
Don't get squished.
Hey.
Oh no. Fucking smacks.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, that's a new piece. I haven't seen
I
that
love
one
you
before.
playing.
Oh, it needs to be touching something. Okay. Ooh.
Nope.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought about that, homie.
What? did I step on a rusty nail?
No, Satan put something over there in the corner.
I put something there in the corner, yes.
Oh, Oh my god! Eat shit and die, motherfuckers!
You got it.
Let me in. Fuck. Fuck. What now?
Fuck. God damn it.
Whatever.
Oh my god!
Jordan with a comeback.
Oh my god! How?
By the
Supreme
power of
bullshit.
hangry.
Supreme bullshit is the only way that works.
Okay.
All right, and that's the best we're gonna do tonight.
How's our unlocking coming on?
I think there was one more up there.
It says 9 out of
9 out of 21 levels
Yeah.
unlocked.
Oh, we got to do the dance party.
That's
I
funny.
fucking hate the dance party because like it just it fucks with the lighting, and then I get character blind, and yeah, look at fucking Silhouetto.
What does GGS mean? Good game?
GG's. Good games.
GG's, yeah. GG no re.
Ah.
I used to think it meant no respawn, but it means no rematch.
Oh, I take it a different type of re. All right.
Yes.
You know, to accept your defeat
God.
gracefully.
This does not go well with my ADHD at all.
Oh, hello. That's not solid.
Nope. We got our new level, though.
Yes.
That's all we're here for. We didn't show up for the dance. They didn't ring glow sticks.
Flaming tennis balls. Oh no.
Oh, okay. By the way,
Right, I gotta do the running jump. Just currently trying to speedrun our fastest way out of this level. Pedro can win. That's fine.
such massive underdoge. All right, go ahead for it, Braveheart.
We battle for metal.
Nope.
Yes.
Whatever, yellow.
No. I don't think this one is possible.
Sad honk noises. I'll put a stare.
Okay. This one needs to go.
Skate, skate, skate. Wow.
Oh my god. Wait, did I make it or did I die?
You made
Yes, you did.
I thought I got shot.
Postmortem.
Okay,
You
so
didn't
I
get shot,
died.
but you still made it.
Still counts. Doesn't matter. Had sex.
I wonder if this does what I think it'll do with that fan. Yes, it does. Okay. Ah, fuck.
Well, my corpse is very close to the flag.
Mm.
Damn it!
Okay. Let's put this.
Ooh. Yes. Yes, we're dancing.
Too easy, no points.
Yes.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
That's what you get.
Disco ball.
In keeping with the theme of this game, I like how it's all just like random bits of fucking broken glass.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, nope.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'll take it.
All right, Pedro wins.
Yeah.
All right, now we got our new level. We can play that. And we can peace the hell out.
Yes.
We've done our job.
Sounds good. Mission accomplished.
Where's the new level?
Probably up at the top. Yeah, here we go.
There it is.
The pier.
The pier.
The pyre.
Appears.
It appears as if we've unlocked a new level.
Ah.
I hate you all.
Okay, so we gotta do some climbing. Climbing's involved. What does the surfboard do?
The fuck do we need to go?
Up here.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you think he's gonna?
I don't know.
Oh,
There's a
there's
wave.
bullshit. All right.
Gotcha. Right.
it's, I see. There's some pressure. No fucking around. Cool. Yeah, gotta keep it interesting.
Can I ride the surfboard? Fuck yes, I can. Let's go.
Nope. Oh shit.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just coming off of the wave is the big one.
That wasn't part of my design doc. I didn't have contingencies for that. That I could ride forever. Yeah, sure. Flaming black hole. Let's go. Well. Whew, it's nice and slick.
Oh, I could have timed that better, but that works. That works.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, let's come on the board. Hey there. Don't you worry.
It's Christian Bale.
Haha.
No. I'm dead.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well.
I'm the under horse.
Flaming balls. Flaming balls. Dun, 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 dun.
Fuck.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
No.
Oh!
Double disrespect.
Could have got the postmortem. Embrace my inner Canadian.
No, can't do that.
Oh, aw.
Oh.
Oh yes.
And Pedro wins. All right.
Yeah.
Foist.
He is the ultimate trash panda.
I am the trash panda. Woo.
It's like the Lizard King, but a raccoon.
All right.
It's still a fun fucking game, man.
Boing, boing, boing. Yeah. Those French Canadians, they did all right.
It's still getting updates, man. Like,
Okay, next unlock is in the windmill.
windmill, windmill. That's all I know of the song.
For the land, love forever.
Hand in hand.
That's about all I know. So,
Yeah.
and then don't
Take
stop
it all
getting
Yeah,
it.
right. That I can help you out with, man.
De La Soul, yeah.
Her.
Don't stop.
Something.
Man, I miss that era of gorillas.
I did finally, I finally, like a few months ago, I watched that video that was like, here's the gorillas lore as per
Oh, you
all
did?
of the...
Yeah. All right. And then it's like, oh, yes, let's address the gorilla comic book series. I'm like, fuck, what?
Okay, I had no idea about any of this shit.
It was wild, man. Close immediately. All right. Oh, man. So, Pedro, you're going to go suck on another kilo of lasagna?
No, I might have some
Pedro
toast.
is Garfield, confirmed.
Today I Garfield myself to the point where when I finished it, I was like,
Was it just no one around to adult you?
Did you have the food, baby?
I haven't been this full in years.
Like, it sticks too much in my head. It really does. Like, I like the idea of like, oh man, like just gorge and eat. But it just immediately kicks in. It's like, you will feel like ass.
I don't get that.
If I was going to sleep immediately afterwards, then no.
I got that like very, very minimal impulse control where if I'm not actively denying myself everything, then just put it all in my face.
I think one of the ways I keep it easy is like, there's nothing in this house that you're going to be able to like eat without a minimum of like 1 hour of cooking.
That part definitely does help.
You know, I'm not going to like grab some like dried shit and like, oh, fuck it.
I have, you know, I've been desperate enough that I've been like, stick my finger in the spice mix and just like, just for something. Just for something.
Just a little taste.
Yeah.
You make coffee, don't you?
I do.
All right. I got a question for you. You get the scoop, right? Coffee scoop?
I mean, we have one.
You just yeet it in the general direction, hope some of it gets in?
I mean, so the grinder I have like outputs to this little cartridge or whatever, so I just end up dumping the cartridge into whatever I'm putting the coffee into. So like, I do have a scoop. I don't really use it. But anyways.
The debate was on the Tech Tangents. I was watching that when I got home this afternoon, and he was like, he didn't put a scoop into his coffee. Yeah, and he put it on top. And he's like, yeah, because, you know, it's trapped in there with like all the gunk and shit that's on your hands. So you don't want to put it in the coffee. And I'm like, homie, like, unless you wash it, it don't make any damn bit of difference, I don't think.
You run boiling water over the beans. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That was like one of those things, like, oh, that's probably just a thing. That's cool.
now
Is that an audiophile thing, but for coffee?
no, because I can tell this guy's already a scrub because he doesn't grind his beans per coffee he wants to make. If he just has a jar of coffee and is not like...
No, this was just out of like a pre-ground cheap thing. I was like, this is like OCD thing, probably.
Yeah.
No, like,
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, no, if we're doing the coffee hipster angle, we can go the coffee hipster angle.
I mean,
Because the coffee we have is like a rough grind, but it's already ground. So
I buy beans and then I grind the beans.
yeah, this is neither myself nor Nori can be asked. So
I have a machine that does it. I press the button and it outputs ground coffee into a little thing and I dump it into my coffee maker.
yeah, when we get a decent coffee maker to make the thing, then we might get the beans to do the grinding and whatnot.
Cuisinart has a nice like top-loaded one where you can like stick your mug under there and just press the button and the coffee comes out. Instead of having like the pitcher, I don't know what you call it, the receptacle. I don't know. I fucking spent years operating and cleaning those machines. I have no idea what they're...
dude, I want, like,
Yeah,
if
no.
I was going to fuck with coffee again, dude, I would get one of those ones with a hot water line built into it.
Yes.
To where there's no, like, fucking around. You just hit it and it just starts filling
Yeah,
up.
mine has a tank. I gotta fill it.
Yeah. I still want to get a miniature inline booster tank for the kitchen and run another line for like the boiling hot water tap. That'd be dope as fuck.
The container is called a carafe. All right.
Carafe.
E.
Or is it carafe?
Carafe. I don't know.
I think it's just carafe, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go jump in your care.
My carafe.
Your care. You're from Boston all of a sudden.
My garage.
Your carriage, your
khakis.
carriage, you mean?
You call it a garage.
Yeah, I'm walking here.
Oh, I thought you said carriage.
No,
Your carriage.
my carriage.
Quick.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that what the wizard gave the lion at the end of that movie? Is his carriage?
Yes, indeed, yeah. Line's still sick, man.
All right. Either way, it doesn't have one of those. It just goes into a tank, and you press a button, and the coffee falls out of there because gravity.
How do you? I guess you can make drip coffee in space.
I guess you'd have to do like a press or something. Like
Yeah, with a suction thingy at the bottom.
I mean, they have a.
No, we need
Or,
to
yeah, press, yeah.
make a very large machine to simulate gravity in order for our drip coffee to work.
I do not have
just
the patience.
spin it really quickly.
Yeah, it just spins it, but it just get a regular drip coffee maker in there on one side.
Oh, it's like it's the fucking centrifugal
Yeah,
coffee
centrifugal
maker.
yeah. All it does is it's just the big circle with like a regular coffee maker bolted down to one of the trucks.
I have two AeroPresses, not because I bought one and my wife had one. But it's convenient when you want to make like a single cup of coffee.
See, my idea of a cup of coffee is much like my idea of a cup of tea, like 3 cups. Like just a cup of coffee. I'm like, clank. Here, all right.
Yeah, you drink too much coffee though, and then you get like the weird poops.
Nope.
So no, you don't get that.
The very runny poops. Yes.
Of course you make.
Listen, I've seen him do it. All right, Strider, I've watched you make coffee after you fry spam aggressively.
You like that, don't you? Yeah.
It's spam. Just eat it straight off the can.
I mean, Pedro just pulls out the spam block, shaves a little off onto his lasagna. He's good to go.
Yeah, I'm aware he doesn't eat all that much spam. That was like the one time, but still, the one time I stayed with Strider, he was eating a lot of spam. So this is what I associate with him.
Spam's expensive as fuck, dude.
It is.
I was looking to order some of like the random like weird ass shit they have in Hawaii and Japan. Not for that price.
Well, spam is also like really super popular there too. They're like,
it is, but they got like the weird ones too, man. Like green tea spam type shit, you know.
That and the Kit Kats.
Wasn't even. Why did you have it?
I don't know. I went grocery shopping with you, and you bought a can of spam. So
He's probably fucking eating out of a can of spam right now. Yeah.
I wanna put that in my face. That looks maple candied spam. Oh,
maple candy. What?
I don't even know if that goes well, but in my brain, it sounds good enough.
That looks like somebody fucked up wrapping the burrito, man. Like, give me a taco shell with that.
You throw some chipotle, hot sauce.
Yeah.
Chipotle. Chipotle.
You got the spicy red sauce, and they take you to that, and you're like, no, the other kind. It comes in the big jug, the spicy red sauce, and finally just keep fucking with them till you're like, oh, here it is, and pick up the tomato ketchup. Like, thank you.
But yeah, no, like sweet, like maple candied stuff with sriracha or chipotle sauce. Really good.
Sriracha got crazy expensive for no fucking reason. It used to be like $2 for a reasonable sized bottle. It's like $5 now for fuck no reason.
I mean, this is just everything's got more expensive.
Yeah.
It's
like, oh yes, we're going to the luxury store. What? The grocery store.
Yeah, no, it's like take your girl on an expensive date.
Yeah.
Go make her home cooked meal.
You can fuck up some money at the grocery store these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy literally anything that says organic.
It's great because like we're all addicted to this pesky shit. It's called food.
I know.
It's not like we can stop eating it.
Pull yourself up by your food straps.
Yeah.
I don't know. They'll normalize it. The only thing I ever pay attention to, just out of curiosity, because I don't know what the thing that swings wildly is whenever that the little Walmart place, the little grocery store they have, because they have like this ridiculous box of fucking eggs. Is like 60 fucking eggs, but that thing will go from like 1 week to like sometimes like 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll come back by it. It'll go from like $9 to like 17, then back. I've seen it like $6.99. Like, I don't understand like what is the fluctuation there, other than they just got like a wheel they spin.
Walmart has like a crazy fucking algorithm for determining prices. They're like actively monitoring their competition in like the immediate area. They're looking at general trends and like stock levels. Like
Tesco does that here too.
They have a highly developed informatics system, and like whenever Walmart does a weird thing, it's like it's generally I generally reason it is their algorithm told them to do it.
Told them to do it.
Yeah,
They got some YouTube algorithm level shit. Like, we don't know where we just obey it at this point.
Yeah, pretty
Here-
much, right? Like for
Here
coordinating like all
you can
those
see
stores.
the price difference because there's this Tesco here that's like at the edge of the city. That's stupidly expensive because it's the only like major supermarket in the area. And then you go to the city center where there's Aldi on one side and Lidl across the street, and it's considerably cheaper.
See, this is why Steam needs to split in two, so they'll have competition.
It's Valve 1 versus Valve 2.
Yeah. That's the same shit. There's two of them now. All right, everybody. I'm going to go see how the server upgrade is going. Cloud OS 8.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sounds fluffy.
Yeah. sounds like something I hope I don't have to deal with. They'll just get the ticket and be like, we're done. Everything's working again. That'd be nice. I'll call that an absolute win. All right, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun. Do the needful. Do the naughty. Don't get caught. Enjoy your lasagna.
More lasagna. The world just need more lasagna.
And try to ration your dicks for next week.
Oh. It's not enough. Not enough.